At Sleep Outfitters Outlet, great sleep is a big deal. Save 40 to 60% every day on every Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Queens as low as $249. Customer exchanges, closeouts, and floor samples. Inventory changes daily, so come in for your dream deal today. With no credit needed financing, expert advice, and up to 60% off retail, it's never been easier to get the sleep and savings you deserve. Go to sleepoutfittersoutlet.com for financing details and to find a store near you.
Hello!
And welcome
to BB on Blast!
BBUK, it's back, baby!
Woo! Yes, that was the cork being popped in the Prosecco.
Oh, BB's finest
Give
champagne.
me that glass over. Bring that glass over here.
Top me up, please.
Do you know what? Like, it's early, it's Monday,
Mm.
we shouldn't be having a drink. You've had a heavy weekend.
Livers are quivering already, so God help us.
I've had about 4 hours sleep all weekend. But we're back.
I'm not much different, actually. Oops! Gaz has had an overflow.
There goes the bubbles. Whoa! Let's do a cheers.
Cheers.
To
Cheers.
Sound of that.
We need to stop that music. It's annoying when people have background music on podcasts.
Oh, it's very official sounding though.
Yeah.
People like that old theme tune.
Yeah.
Let me just fade that down. Oh,
God.
we're back.
We're back.
Big Brother UK.
Yes.
5 years we've been away.
I can't believe
and
it.
We're back. Does it feel like 5 years?
It feels like it's never been away watching that live feed last night. Didn't you think so?
Yeah.
It was like, oh, sorry, is that annoying?
No. What? Pouring drink?
Yeah.
I don't think so. It doesn't annoy me.
You sound like we're, having a piss or something. Yeah, it just felt like a comfy old pair of slippers back on, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was
you
nice.
know what it's for me as well?
What?
The bird song.
As soon
as
I heard that, I was like, oh.
And I'm glad that it's exactly the same bird song.
Yeah.
I know the BB UK like stalwarts, Stalwarts, get it?
Some people were saying, I think Jack was saying, my boyfriend was saying, oh, I don't know why they don't have something different. I'm like, no, they can't have something different.
Can't get rid of that. Well, if they did, people would be up in arms.
Yeah. By the way, if you're a new listener tuning in for the first time,
thanks for joining us.
We've been doing this podcast for many years now. We've been podcasting about BBUK, BBUS, BB Australia, BB Canada, but for now our focus will be on BBUK.
We pledge our allegiance to Big Brother UK.
If you have been following our BB25, which is BBUS coverage, we will still be doing it, but we'll just do it when we can, so please do bear with us.
I mean, BBUK has taken over my life in a big way.
It's only on for 6 weeks, so just bear with us. We will definitely do it again, but we just need to talk about BBUK while we can.
We've got to, choose our priorities.
Got to make hay while the sun shines, haven't we?
Exactly. Also, if you're here because you've watched my house tour video, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
It was brilliant.
Do you think
so?
I
was really, really happy with it. It was great. I was really proud of you. You did a great job.
It took me ages to edit that thing together.
I
don't feel like it really shows, but
no, it did.
What I want everyone to know is I had very limited time in that Big Brother house.
How long did you get in there?
Well, this is the thing. I'm going to tell you.
I want to hear about it from the start.
From the start.
Yeah, from the start.
Okay, so I got up in the morning. Well, no, actually, I will go from the start, and I'll start from the night before. I could not sleep because I was so excited that the next day I was going in the Big Brother house.
It's like you're going to Disneyland.
I mean, it was like Christmas, Disney, everything. It was just insane. And I was like, okay, this is new. Like, I can't sleep because I'm excited. Wow. So, yeah, I was actually very tired. I only did a half day because I wanted to make sure I was going to be there on time. Don't be late.
Good. And were you on time?
I was early.
Yeah. Wow.
Timekeeping is not my thing.
No.
So for Big Brother, I was early, and I got there. You've seen the video of me on the street.
That was good.
I actually cut quite a bit of that out.
I like that.
I thought people are going to be bored. They want to cut to the house.
No, it was fun.
But it's interesting sussing out like an entirely new place, right? Like we were very used to going to Elf Street and walking down that high street from the train station, past the takeaways. There's Tesco's right
Charity
there.
shops.
Now this Big Brother house, I mean, I don't want to. We're not allowed to say too much about where it is, but it's quite easy to find on Google Maps. So, but it's basically an industrial estate.
Is it a bit of a rough area?
Well, you said this, and I realised, right, I used to live quite near to that area.
Same.
Acton, which is not far from there.
I used to live in Willesden, which is very nearby.
And I used to go to, it's Park Royal's nearby, isn't it? There's like a retail part there with a cinema. I used to go there to the cinema. But yeah, it just feels like a very a very like unlived in area because
Okay.
it kind of is, I think. Whereas Elstree was residential.
Right.
But because this house is in the middle of an industrial estate, I think they've probably alleviated a lot of the issues they had at Elstree, which were to do with like sound restrictions because it was in a residential area. They couldn't film till too late. And also Big Brother used to have complaints all the time with noise from the garden and the housemates from the general public. Idiot general public. Shout out Helen Wood. So even though seemingly it's a bit more like remote and like for an audience member waiting outside, it's not as convenient because there's not Tesco's right there.
Right.
But Big Brother is probably a lot better.
Okay. What about a tennis ball over into the garden?
I was going to say this.
Could you?
So, I mean, I don't want to tempt anyone. However...
it would be a drone these days, wouldn't it? It's just do a drone over.
It's, we've all seen everyone's seen the aerial shots, right? So the canal runs alongside the studio, hence the speculation people will arrive by boat.
That's a shame that didn't happen.
It is a shame it didn't happen.
That would have been good.
In fact, because it didn't happen, I'm wondering like why did they go to the lengths of clearing the fence? Because I don't really see the benefit of it on the show.
Right.
Because if you've got a big old razor wired fence, it actually looks quite Big Brother-ish.
Right, okay.
But I guess they wanted like reflection of the water, but I didn't see it in the show, did you?
No, I didn't notice it, no.
So you can actually go the other side of the canal. It's quite a walk away to look at the Big Brother house from across the water.
Oh, okay.
Look across the water.
Did you do that?
We did it, yes. But Big Brother has fenced off that section. Oh. So I will deter anyone right now from turning up during a live show because it is patrolled.
Okay.
And rightly so, I think.
Security.
But the house itself, could you get a tennis ball in? I don't think so. It hasn't got a net over the garden, which I tried to capture in my video to show.
Yeah.
But it's quite far. You'd have to be able to launch that tennis ball across a canal, over the house wall, over the live set, and into the garden walls.
Okay.
You'd have to drone something.
Yeah. I'm surprised actually a drone hasn't happened on like BBUS or something because it's the perfect thing, you know, post banner playing.
It has happened, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or
a
not?
drone?
I thought so.
Has
I don't
it?
know. That
Well, I
bath
don't know.
bag video will tell you.
Yeah.
Is that the right person?
Yeah, he's the right
Yeah.
person. He's the man for the job.
Anyway, what happened? So yeah, it's on an industrial estate, and it smells like biscuits because Big Brother's neighbour is the McVitie's biscuit
Oh,
factory.
that's nice.
Yeah,
Are they sponsored by McVitie's?
they should be,
They should
but
be.
I don't think they are. What else do you want to know? happened when
So
I
what
got
happened
there?
when you first got there? Did you insult
Got-
anyone? Or?
Well, I got there right by myself, and I knew that the other superfans were there earlier than me. And I saw a guy in high vis, and I was like approaching the studio, and I was like, "You've clocked me, haven't you?"
Yeah.
I was like, "You know why I'm here, don't
Yeah.
you?" He was like, "Yeah, but I need to hear you say it." I was like, "I'm going to the Big Brother house."
You do. That's funny.
And he was like, "Okay, go across there and talk to this man outside the studio who was there with a clipboard and a list."
Oh, yeah.
It's like, "What's your name?" My name wasn't on the list.
Oh, you're kidding me.
But then I saw that list and it was all like ITV, 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 ITV. It was people getting into the actual studio building, not
for the house
not
tour.
press like us.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
we're on the press. We're press now. We're
not me.
upgraded. Well, you are too, but I just got the pass to the house. This is another thing: is Big Brother would
Pass to the
not
final.
allow both of us to go into
No,
the
they
house.
don't allow
sadly.
women in the house, only men.
No, it's not that. Don't you start, because there's plenty of women present in that house. But they would allow one person per publication. And we did try and twist Big Brother's arm. Does Big Brother have arms?
Yeah,
We
but
tried to twist their eyelashes.
oh, Big Brother, please let me in another time.
But they were being quite stringent on it.
Very
And
stringent.
It was really a shame because, you know,
Oh, it would have been great.
it would have made no
wouldn't
difference. It would have been fun for us both.
Would have had great, new picture for the page and everything.
Yeah,
It's a shame,
diary room
isn't
shot.
it? Oh well, maybe another time.
But thank you for letting me go because I had the time of my life.
Oh, I knew you would. And you, to be fair to you, you'd done a much better job than I would have ever done going around the house. I wouldn't have done a video like that. I'd have just been like, take a picture of myself with different things. Like
Thank God I went.
Like I did
Jesus.
last time I went. So yeah, no, you were the person for the job.
So yeah, get there, right? And not really sure what to do, kind of loitering outside. And now this guy turns up who is recognised. So first off, I met some other fan sites. I'm not going to name them by personal names, but Super TV, BB Spy, and Big Blagger.
shout out.
And they had like, well, someone approached, and it was an influencer who people have been going in on Twitter. Have you seen this?
I've seen people moaning about it. I don't even know who they are.
It's this guy called Max Belegda.
Is he a dickhead?
Do you know what Belegda is?
No.
It's a Little Mix reference.
Oh, okay.
It's a Jesse reference. He's not
Right.
in Little Mix
Oh, okay.
anymore. Well, Little Mix aren't a thing anymore.
No.
But, well, they might be one day. He's like a TikTok person, I think.
Okay.
I don't know what everyone's beef with him is, so if anyone wants to tell us, please share. I know Lorcan's got feelings about him. So,
Okay.
Lorcan, if you are going to email about BBUK, attach that if you want. But he's gone around the house and done a load of like German Collins impressions and stuff.
Oh, right. Oh, God.
Whatever, I don't know. I don't know him. I didn't recognise him. But I could tell that he was maybe getting good treatment. I don't know if he like had a number or but like someone came up to greet him. I was like, okay, well, people can go in.
It's like, you super fans, you stay over here. Let the TikTok person through.
Yeah, there is a little bit of that. So anyway, turns out they've got multiple studio areas, right, like a hangar type thing, and they'd like left a section of one where they'd put a few sofas in, a couple of like coffee tables, and set up a table of drinks. So there was prosecco, there was beer and Coke and whatever else you wanted.
Oh, nice.
Coca-Cola and soft drinks and stuff, and then we just kind of like left to sort of mingle, and then it's all this like, you know, when like you're in a room and it's like you don't know who anyone is, like, oh, who are they, who's that person, like, are they from ITV?
I only didn't have a problem mingling, I'm sure.
You know what? Like, I sometimes think I'm not as confident as I was 5 years ago, but putting myself back in this scene, like, it sort of reinvigorates me in many ways.
Seem pretty confident.
But I get quite anxious.
Yeah, I know you do.
And I think that's why partly I couldn't sleep. It's like I get it's excitement, but there's anxiety there, and there's pressure to make it good.
And it means a lot. And
means a lot to me.
You know, it's been a long time, and you know, the whole thing means a lot. The show being good means a lot. Getting to go there means a lot. The podcast means a lot to us. Do you know what I mean? So it's a lot of different moving pieces, isn't it?
And then I also carry a bit of pressure of like, I want to get content that the fans enjoy.
Yeah.
And I mean, the evidence suggests.
Yeah.
There's a lot of views on that video.
Really
so far.
good.
So yeah, basically we were all given a wristband, and there were different colours, different coloured ones. So, okay, we're categorised here in some manner, and we had pink ones, which is great because I love pink. And it eventually like became clear that the pink people were like the digital people.
Okay.
So we had someone there from Pink News, someone from Gay Times, someone from a channel called It's Gone Viral.
Okay.
I hadn't heard of it. Apparently they're huge on TikTok and YouTube. And then, you know, us very Big Brother centric people as well. And then, you know, telling people about who we are. Two people, not that I spoke to many people in that room, but out of the digital people, two people said they knew about the podcast.
Shut up.
One of them says, oh yeah, you cover Big Brother US as well, don't
Shut
you?
up.
I think that was another Cameron that I met.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
And he's like, he's listened to the past.
No way.
Yeah, but he's not watching this current series of
That's
US.
so cool.
So like to go, sometimes I feel like, you know, unknown. To go there and for people to know about it was like a surprise and really nice.
Did you feel seen?
I felt seen.
By
I felt...
Big Brother. Mr. B.
Not by Big Brother so much. I was trying to get Big Brother to move that camera.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
think Big
saw
Brother
that.
was really there.
No, me either.
No. Anyway, so the people at ITV, so we met like the press contacts that we'd been talking to, and they were so lovely and so accommodating and really friendly and just like so willing to chat about the show, not just about like this show, but like Big Brother from, you know, everyone has a feeling towards Big Brother. And Jake in the press team, like, shout out to Jake, like, you've been brilliant. And he was like, he was so adamant he wanted this Big Brother job, like, because he's passionate about Big Brother as well.
Cool.
So he gets it. But I felt like we had very little instruction about what was going to happen.
Okay.
And I was trying to get, you know, the info, like, what can we and what can't we do?
Yeah.
Because we're used to going into the Big Brother house before, and Rylan being there and being able to just kind of run around.
Yeah, we have been invited to the house like a couple of times before, haven't
If you
we?
look on the YouTube as well, you'll find the old videos from the previous households. They aren't as high production value,
No.
but I think I've filmed them the wrong way, but, you know, we're developing.
We're learning.
And I was like, you know, what's it going to be like? And I was like, am I going to be able to look in the cupboards? I actually didn't open a single cupboard. I tried to open the hatch.
I saw you open the and I saw you go in a room that you weren't supposed to.
And open the toilet, yeah. But Jake was like, "Oh, I'm not really sure. Like,
Right.
basically, you're going to be led around, and the house designer's going to be there." So I thought it was going to be a very much
House
like a
owner? Who's
house
that?
designer.
Oh, I thought you were
The owner is Big Brother.
Big Brother's landlord.
How dare you? Big Brother is a homeowner. Many homes I have, you know.
Yeah, all the
Actually,
Big
it's like-
Brother fans are homeowners as well.
Are they?
That was a sort of slightly homophobic joke.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, a lot of us are. Well, I wish I was a homeowner.
The
I'm
vast
the other one.
majority are.
Big Brother is like a property tycoon. The amount of houses that he's got. I don't like Big Brother being called he, by the way.
Let's save
park
this.
that,
Let's save
park
this till
that,
later.
we'll
Let's
get to
go.
that.
Let's do the personal
But yeah,
experience first.
the impression I got was it was going to be like being led around a National Trust house. Or
Right.
like things were going to be. I thought
No
things
one
were
was
going to
really
be
leading
roped
you.
off.
Yeah, no one was really leading you around, were they?
But were they? Was
Were
I
they?
just?
I don't
Was
know.
I just distracted?
I
like,
don't
There's
know.
a picture of me right posing in front of the eye, which should be the smoking area, right? The seat in the garden.
Yeah.
And I'm there like, and I can see in the back in the mirror.
No.
The group is all gathered around Gary from the press team.
So you missed the talk.
Getting the spiel, whereas I'm getting the social content.
Yeah, well.
So I don't know if I missed
Yeah.
that information,
Go-
but
ask the others. Did he miss any?
yeah, tell me. So yeah, I really thought it was going to be quite a sort of regimented. This is the living room, and this is why we did it like this. Take a picture and let's move on. But actually, when we got through that camera run, it was just like off you
Yeah,
go,
free for all.
like it always had been. But I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
And then it's funny because there was maybe like 6 publications present, but also some proper high up from the brand, like Endemol people.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, who'd like come from the Netherlands to like see the new Big Brother house.
Was John DeMar there?
No, not John
Imagine
DeMar.
if he were.
I met the actual
Yeah.
brand manager who oversees the international Big Brother brand.
That's
How
cool.
powerful was
That's
that?
cool, yeah.
I met that woman outside the diary room.
Did you say it? We got a
diary room.
podcast.
No, actually, but I was like, "Are you from the Netherlands?" Because like I could get from the accent. I was like, "Are you here from Endemol?" Obviously, I was slightly fangirling
Yeah.
over some
Yeah.
person that works for Endemol, and then she revealed herself to be the brand manager of Big Brother International.
That's cool.
And I was like, "You're basically almost Big Brother."
You should have said to her, can't you do something about the BBUS design? The brand is absolutely
Yeah.
screwed.
Can you do anything about Julie Chen's wardrobe?
Yeah. How much power do you actually
Yeah.
have?
Can you shut down those Bible quotes by any chance? One thing I did say to her was like, "This house is massive," and she was like, "Yeah, it is really big." But she said apparently Latin America are even like bigger on their Big Brother
Really?
houses. Yeah.
So how big is it compared to the one we saw last?
Oh my god.
It does look bigger.
No, it's so big. Like it looks big on telly, right? But that doesn't look as big as it is.
Really?
There was a shot came up on the live feed last night in the bedroom, and I was like, "That bedroom is so big." If you haven't watched the video yet, go watch it. But you'll see the corridors
I saw that.
are like so wide and so long. Have you ever walked that far in a Big Brother house? Like
No.
And my reaction when I see the bedroom, I'm just like, "What?" I don't know what's happening with my voice. Like I'm off my tits with excitement. And then AJ's right there, and Will, Charlotte. Pair of them. No, honestly, can I just say, I've met AJ before, obviously, but
Obviously.
if you listen to this, you know. But they were both equally great. Meeting AJ and Will was really
Yeah,
nice.
they both seemed really, really nice.
Yeah.
I like the fact you were like sort of like AJ, and then when she went to talk to someone else, you're like Will.
Keeping it on,
Yeah.
like snappy, like
It
get
was
in
like,
this video.
it was like Will was like, well, wanted to be in the video, so
Oh,
it
of
was
course
good.
He actually did.
Yeah.
I loved it, and the way they ran up to me, it was like
Yeah,
my dad
they're
was like,
sweet.
"Oh, they greeted you like you're their old friend."
Yeah, sweet.
But anyway, about the scale of the
Yeah.
house, when I walked into the living area, I couldn't believe it because obviously coming from the garden's got very high walls, higher than the old walls, I'd say. So like it looks small. It looks really small. The garden doesn't feel as small as it looks,
Right.
But the house feels bigger than it looks.
Okay, that's interesting.
And the problem with the garden and the studio is they've had to fit all of that in a car park.
Right,
And
okay,
it's
yeah.
something weird when you're standing in the live audience, dotted around are like electric car charging points because it is literally a car park.
Oh,
Yeah.
how funny. It does look small when you saw the aerial shot. It looks really small. What was the capacity there? 300 or something like that?
People want to know about this, so
Yeah.
I'm not good at numbers, as you've just seen. Lizzie came around and I was fretting about numbers for my job. Dan reckons the capacity for audience is about maybe 300.
Yeah. Oh, I just guessed that.
Did you?
Yeah.
So Applause store people said to us, tell me if you think this is true or not.
Yeah.
100,000 people applied for tickets to come to the launch show.
Bollocks. Don't you think?
I mean, it does sound
If
a lot.
100,000, you think at least 10,000 would have turned up.
Well,
Yeah.
exactly.
No.
We reckon. So my mate Faz, shout out to Faz. I don't know if he's going to listen, but I met Faz at Big Brother auditions years ago, and Faz is like dead into the house design and stuff, and he works in set design now. He was coming down, but he was arriving late, so he was arriving. It got to a point where my phone was taken because they locked our phones away for lunch. I couldn't contact him
That's a
anymore,
shame,
and the queue was down the whole road. And I was like, "Mate, you're on your own now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry."
So did he get in?
And he got in,
Oh,
but he
nice.
was like, one person after him was the last person to get in.
No, shit.
Yeah, and
shit.
he reckons they turned away only about 50 people.
Okay, yeah, not 100,000 people.
So
right? Yeah.
the math ain't mathing, as they say.
Shout out Mimi. Rest in peace.
Spoil that. Yeah, no, I've seen
you
it.
already
No, I have seen it. I've seen it. So anyway, the size of the house, basically, it's like two of the Big Brother house on top of one another, the old house that we know. And like Big Brother back on Channel 4, one of their things, from BB5, was like lowering the ceilings, wasn't it? To make it feel cramped.
Yeah, more oppressive, yeah.
But like,
Evil.
have you noticed because you must have noticed the skylight kind of detail in the house?
I wish they'd done a bit more of a tour of the house. Luckily, you'd already done it, but they didn't really do a tour of the house that much, did they?
I'll tell you about that.
Yeah.
So, the live show did originally have like a sort of run around of the house.
Oh,
but
did it?
It was not with AJ and Will. It was just through video.
Oh, okay.
But they had a floor plan on the screen. Big Brother fans are fucking mad for a floor plan.
That is so funny.
Like,
they're
we
going to
love that
break
shit.
break in under the floorboards or something. Like if we go in this way.
No, but it's true. People, I know a lot of Big Brother fans, like shout out Alfie included, who just love to see the layout. And because we were used to seeing it on Channel 4, right? They would map the house on the website.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. They're including this because fans are going to love that.
Yeah.
And then
they took
when
it
it got
out.
to the edit, they cut it
Why?
out. Cut it out.
They could at least put it on the website or something for, the true nerds.
Maybe they have. I haven't actually looked at the Big Brother website yet. So yeah, that's a shame they cut that out.
Can I say something about the house?
Yes.
I was just so happy with how it looked. And
Yeah.
the thing I was most happy about was it looked like an old Big Brother house, but,
Yeah.
10 times better.
This is it.
Just the sofa especially was just
it's
so
beautiful.
Big Brothery. It was just like, okay, it's not changed that much. It's better, but it's still true to
Yeah.
the aesthetic.
That was it. It was
Yeah.
like going in, it was mind blowing to see it. And I can,
Because they could have gone totally different. They could have gone completely different.
I think, not to say that I wanted it, but I know a lot of people do, but I do think that I expected a lot more basic.
Yeah.
Mainly because it's cheaper.
They've spent a few quid on it. I mean,
few?
they're obviously going to they have to do a celebrity version and everything. You wouldn't spend that much just for a 6-week bloody show.
No, well, it's alady confirmed for two series.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah, no,
that's
they've
just
really
crazy
done it.
amount of money for that.
And if you look at the video of it going up, it's a solid structure.
Yeah.
Like it's iron girders
Did you
and
give
stuff.
the walls a knock?
Oh, yeah. No, actually I didn't. I wish I'd got sort of like felt the bricks to see like, are they just moulded bricks?
Yeah.
I guess they
Were they
are.
actual bricks?
Because everything looks a bit brickish
Oh,
and
right,
tarnished.
okay,
like,
yeah.
I don't think they're real bricks.
Right, no, probably not.
I should have tapped the walls a bit more. I only really tried to open the hatch and the recycle thing. But it felt completely different, but at the same time very, very, very familiar.
Yeah, it did.
And I think because of the things that I'd heard from various sources on Twitter, whether they're legit or not, we don't know. I was really expecting a very clinical BB Australia kind of look. And it just wasn't that.
No, it's very quirky, very colourful.
A lot of people don't like the colour, I've heard.
What colour?
Too colourful.
Oh,
people
fuck
are
off.
saying.
There's no such thing as
Why don't
too
it be
colourful.
too colourful?
They wouldn't like me
It
then.
looks on TV
Yeah.
so good, and it
It's
looks
great.
on every picture that I took. It looks amazing. Of course, like
does.
studio lighting is going to make everything
Yeah.
look better, but the degree to which they've got the lighting right, I can't even describe.
Lighting's very important.
So what I feel about this house is, we're going on a bit too long.
No, no, it's good.
The actual like living areas, although they're like absolutely massive, right? They feel more like a house
Right.
than the old house ever did, in my experience. And I think I've seen 3 Big Brother interiors. And I thought, okay, this is cool because of like the skylight situation. People are going to sort of like feel less like they're on TV.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it looks really TV-ish too.
Yeah.
Like with that big screen and the sofas. When I first got in there, I was like,
That screen's huge, isn't it?
it looks a bit like what you'd expect the bit on the side set to look like.
Yeah. That's big as well.
That's ginormous. Late in life.
Yeah.
But then, so those bits feel very housey. But then when you hit the corridors, they're like so studio-y.
Yeah.
And I feel like that breaks it a little bit. And I don't know whether that's good or bad.
I wonder if they'll film much in the corridors or not.
We saw Yin Run in the corridor yesterday.
Oh, well done for getting the names right already. I'm going to be struggling.
Trying.
I need the cheat sheet.
I mean, I should know. I watched this launch twice.
Yeah, that's true.
Once in person, once on telly.
Yeah,
But,
I want to know the differences as well, actually. But we'll carry on with the house first.
I didn't get to the mezzanine, unfortunately.
Yes, I saw that. What was it? What's up there then?
Did you not see it on live
Was
feed
that
last
where they
night?
were sitting at the end?
With the trees.
Yeah.
So, to be honest with you, I'm not too sad that I didn't get to the mezzanine because I
Wasn't
don't
that
think there's much
interesting,
up there.
was it? No.
I would like to look at the fake plants they've got in the corner and the arrangement they've done there. But I was about to go upstairs, but I got distracted by the lift and then I started poking around in the toilet. Not the actual toilet.
Oh, God!
And then the other thing
What
I
is this?
didn't see, which I assume is the other door, which I didn't open because that guy said no,
Yeah.
probably the storeroom.
Okay, right.
And I'd like to see the storeroom.
Yeah. I should have said to that guy, oh, you're going to stop me. And the diary. So when did you see the diary? Because that wasn't on the tour.
It's in the start. Okay, this is my
Okay.
this is my one niggle
Oh.
with my tour video is
Alright.
that like when I get to the end of the diary room corridor, I don't edit in the diary room because I use my diary room clip at the start.
Right.
And I should have put a picture there, and I'm really annoyed at myself, and I can't change it now.
Well, don't worry.
And I'm a perfectionist, and I beat myself up like
Oh,
that.
dear.
But so the second corridor in my video, which is the one where I go down and people are waiting outside.
Right.
They're waiting outside the diary room.
Okay.
So what you need to know is, off of the living room, you've got the corridor, which is yellow carpet to begin with. The major nightclub vibes when I go down it, and the colours change. In front of you is the diary room. To the right is the bathroom, and to the left is the bedroom. But the diary room has got the button outside, and I didn't take my traditional button picture. Distracted. But the diary room didn't have a door, or the door was open. Some things were missing. I think the front door was missing.
Okay.
The diary room door was missing.
Okay.
The rooms weren't labelled yet. So it was still obviously being worked
Okay.
on. But the diary room is actually, and they're not going to, I don't think they're going to show you this on TV, down a very long corridor, which is the second corridor I walked down, which I think
Okay.
is like green or blue.
Okay.
But on the show, I've noticed they show them go past the diary room bell and into the door of the diary room. But it's actually
Okay.
really far.
Okay.
And I don't know why it's so far, unless it's a kind of soundproofing thing.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
But the closest room to the diary room is the bedroom. So if any sound is going to leak, it's going to be from the bedroom.
Okay.
But yeah, these rooms are so far apart.
Oh, interesting.
And the reason I didn't get a chance to look in the mezzanine was I was just too busy looking at the details downstairs. And I said to Gary, like, can I come back in there later? And he said yes. And by the time we got to it, he was like, we don't have time. And I was like, okay,
That's a shame.
I'm going to push my luck.
So the diary room chair,
What do you think about the diary room chair?
I absolutely love it.
I like it.
That's one of the things I'm quite jealous about. I would like to have my picture in that chair.
The one thing that
Is it comfortable?
it is comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly cushion. It's a little bit like hard to sit back in though.
Okay.
I feel like it needs something
More
for the
support,
backs
a
to rest
cushion.
on. But I guess they have to create as much space as possible because you might fit multiple people
Yeah,
in there. But
yeah.
it's a tight squeeze for two people.
Okay.
And I've seen AJ and Will sitting in the chair.
Well,
and you couldn't-
AJ's only little. So.
she's tiny.
Yeah.
You couldn't fit more than two in that chair.
No.
But what I'm a bit sad about is like I didn't look at the construction of it
Oh,
enough.
right,
Like
right.
how does it look on the sides? But like you're under so much pressure
Yeah.
to have your moment in the diary
Yeah,
room.
of course.
And you also like want to look cool in the diary room
Yeah,
chair.
you
don't
did.
Don't
Your
look like an
pic-
idiot.
Your pictures look good, really good, and the video looked really good.
And you've
as
got the
well.
little booty covers on because
Yeah, that's all
the
right.
new carpet is down. So that already looks a bit silly.
I feel like our old pictures, like that's on our logo, like we look so nerdy there. Like we look much cooler now.
Oh,
It's like
a lot changed in five.
Yeah, it's
five
like,
well, that's
oh.
even longer than 5 years.
yeah, I want to look cool in the logo. Why can't please let
Let
me
us in-
in.
let Lindsay in the
me
house.
in. We need to improve our logo.
What else have you got to ask me about the house? Anything more?
I'm glad you mentioned about the Love is Blind cups. I hate those fucking cups.
Oh,
Why?
awful. Well, I feel like this is the thing. There's little bits where they kind of want people to feel like, oh, it's a bit like this. And I don't necessarily want Big Brothers to do it, but I do get it.
I like the banana lamp.
I knew you'd like that.
I like the other lamp.
Bubblegum lamp?
Yeah, because that reminds me of my lamp that I've got, my Venus de Milo lamp.
It is quite you. Very you, actually.
Yeah, in fact, I'd like that banana lamp. That's really nice.
We'll have a word, shall we, with Big Brother?
There's no part of the house really that I could say that I'm unhappy with. I just think it looks great. I think, and we are honest. We would say if like,
oh my god, if it was terrible, you'd know. And like someone, I think Kai on Twitter, I saw him saying that he can see the bad paintwork on the live feed, but it looks flawless to me.
I
haven't seen bad paintwork on live feed yet, but like
God, it's a bit picky.
The finish, it's like apart from the corridors, which are like, okay, we'll do this block in this colour, but like the main areas, like every corner is like done to within an inch of its life. Like you didn't need to put LEDs up this bit and like go faster stripes over here. I don't know whoever designed it. Like bloody fair play, because it looks amazing.
And you got goodies from Big Brother as well, didn't you?
Big Brother gave me a hoodie, a tote bag, which is yours,
Yay.
gifted from Big Brother to you, of course. Big Brother definitely said, give this to Lindsay.
So she don't feel left.
And obviously my Access All Areas pass, which was nice. Oh, and
goodies.
I met Kate Lawler, did you see?
Oh, yeah. So what was that? How was that?
Oh, God, I had a right... This is me making a tit of myself. We were like... They obviously brought people in batches. Some people was like, don't let them meet the riffraff, right? But of course, I was still there drinking the Prosecco.
Loitering.
I was there loitering, having a paper cup full of Prosecco because I took my glass away. Then I realised Kate Lawler's over there.
Oh, yeah, shit. Did you
And then I mean, I don't know how young I was when Kate Lawler was in Big Brother, but like, that's a big deal to me.
Yeah,
okay?
of course. You'd have been about 20, maybe?
Yeah. Something like that. No, younger than that.
Younger?
Yeah, younger than that. But yeah, she was having a conversation with someone, and I like made a tit of myself because I went and interrupted. And Kate thought I wanted to speak to the other person, who I guess was from ITV, and I was like, "No, Kate, I want to say hi to you." And then she's like, "Hi." I was like, who are you? Yeah, she's like, "Oh, you a super fan?" I was like, "Yeah, I've got a podcast about you." Oh, what's your podcast called? I told her.
Oh, good.
And then she goes to me, "Who's your favourite winner?"
Yeah.
Oh God.
Who did you say?
I was like, it's
You
really
couldn't
too
think of
hard.
anything.
I was like, it's too hard to
You should
choose.
have said her, stupid.
It's probably Nadia.
No, yeah.
But then there's probably Brian Dowling. I don't know.
So who did you actually say? You just said you don't know.
She got called off to go to do her tour, so I never got to answer. I was like, Kate,
okay, if you're listening.
Yeah, it was you, Kate. I'm sorry. I just forgot.
Oh, good. I'm glad you went over there. It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and
good.
if I could have done, if I'd had more time, I would have got a little word from her for the pod, but I didn't get a chance.
Oh, guys, you did a great job. All the content you got was really good. I shouldn't worry. It's never going to be 100% everything you want, is it? If it's 99%, it's good enough.
Yeah.
So.
And it's doing numbers, so it's our best performing content we've ever posted. So thank you to everyone.
Ain't got me.
No, I'll tell you what, the benefit is... Sorry, I'm slapping my leg. The benefit is that rather than, like previous years, they brought us in on the launch night, it was in advance, and we got to plan that stuff and prepare it before it started. And because they let us post it, I think they released some photos, I can't remember. But I scheduled it to go out at the time.
Oh, yeah,
I messed up.
It up.
I messed up so many tweets. But I scheduled the YouTube right.
Oh, good.
And
I know. I saw that.
I think my tweet went out right, or I posted it early and said get a reminder.
And I saw it on YouTube and posted it as well.
The kind of like the heads up on it was what really benefited it, and the fact that, and Alfie said this, there isn't a Big Brother house tour like it out there. No other media outlet went in there with the mindset of let's show fans what it looks like to walk around the Big Brother house. And I think that's the benefit of a fan making content for fans.
The excitement is there as well. Do you know what I mean? It's not just a journalist who couldn't really give two fucks about it.
No, like everyone likes to go in the Big Brother house, but like, well, you saw how excited I was.
Yeah, exactly.
It's embarrassing a little bit.
No, it's good. Well, I was talking to Johnny from Big Blagger while you were gone.
Oh, poor Johnny.
And I said...
Johnny couldn't even get to the launch because Scotland flooded.
He said the whole of Scotland.
The whole of it.
Hope you're okay,
Underwater.
Scotland. Sending thoughts and prayer. But he said to me, well, if we get an invite to the final, you know who'll be going. Me and you, not those two. So just so you know.
What? When Matt BB Spy said in our group chat, Lindsay's got to go to the next one, I was like, I fight her for it.
No, you fucking won't.
House tour.
What, house tour?
Yeah, you better make content as good as I do if you're going to go and I'm going to miss out.
Look, whatever's happening next,
We'll flip a big coin.
No, we won't. I'm going next. But we really want to both go. You can only get the BB on Blast proper content if you invite both of us. You can't have the yin without the yang, can you?
I don't know. 9.7 thousand views say otherwise.
Fuck you.
I've hijacked the brand.
Shut up. So anyway, the next day, sucker for punishment.
Next, I had to go back to the
down again.
freaking live show.
How long does it take you to get there from here?
Hour and a half.
Oh, God.
Maybe a bit less.
So what time did you get down there the next day?
Well, 3 o'clock maybe.
Okay.
Other people had got there earlier.
Oh, and you skipped the queue, did you?
I bought them their water and food.
Right, okay.
Stop! Don't want to anger the other fans. Look, I've given you that good content. What are you complaining about?
If you're angry listening to this, just turn it off and go away. It's good. It's fun.
So yeah, we got there and.
Mind you, if you're that one person who was just the last one to not
yeah,
get,
they're really annoyed.
They're angry.
Basically, by the time they got there, I think there were maybe like 20 odd people in front.
Okay.
But everyone was doing the same. People's friends were meeting every other group.
So how long did you actually have to wait to get in?
Oh my God. I don't know if most BBUK listeners know what an endurance competition is, but fuck me, waiting to get into the Big Brother launch is an endurance competition and a half.
Was there a loo?
There's loos. Mm-hmm. Okay, I need to tell you about the toilet situation.
Yeah, please.
Prepare yourself if you're going to the live show.
My bladder's screwed.
Me and you both. Toilets are there on the outside of the studio on the road. So if you're inside the filming and you need to go to the toilet, you have to go out of the round the set, out of the studio, onto the street, into the toilet.
Oh,
and if it's like the women's one, which by the way, I am kind of disappointed in Big Brother that they are gendered toilets, knowing the fandom of Big Brother. I don't think that's right.
A bit backwards, isn't it? A bit Julie Chen, she or he.
Or
blah, blah,
if you
blah.
have to have gents and ladies, have an what's it called again?
Disabled?
No, well there is an accessible toilet. Non-gendered. What's it called again? There's a term for it.
Non-binary. What are you saying? I don't know what you were trying to say.
Gender neutral.
Gender neutral.
Have a gender neutral one as well.
Yeah.
So yes. Applause store, whoever provides those toilets, please sort that out.
Look, you need a lot of toilets for 100,000 people. That's all I'm trying to say.
So if you need to go to the toilet during a live show, you might end up missing things because it takes so long to get there and back. But anyway, they hadn't opened the toilets early either. I guess they didn't think... Did people forget how intense Big Brother fans are? Of course people were going to be there from 10 a.m. in the morning. I know you wrote on your ticket 5:45, but everyone was terrified of missing out. And because we had so little detail, everyone was just on edge.
And what were the people in the queue like? Not our friends, but other people.
Oh,
was it a mixed bag?
I had to tell someone to stop smoking.
Oh yeah, Dan was saying that.
Well, I had to.
Surely you're not allowed to smoke. But, in the queue, I suppose you are. Right?
It was
you hate
a
smoking
senior.
so much.
Oh, I hate it. There's two senior ladies there, and they were smoking
Senior.
from up north, and they were smoking like chimneys, and I was just like. You don't need to stand here in this barrier. Yeah. You can go and stand somewhere else. But I went to them and I was like, because they were already getting arsy with security.
Oh, weren't they?
You're going to take my phone now? And the security went, if you don't give me your phone, you're not going in. And she was like, there's no need to be rude. But she already came at him rude.
Wow.
Anyway, I was like, look, I don't want to be confrontational, but the smoke is bothering quite a lot of people. Yeah. And it was.
Yeah. Dan said
thank
it was
God no one else smoked around. Yeah. Because, it was bothering everyone.
Yeah.
That was an annoyance, but let's just say it was Big Brother fans being Big Brother fans,
right? And
Big Brother fans,
go on, just say it,
are very enthusiastic, me included.
Right.
So that's all I will say about that.
Okay. So is it mixed age group and?
Yeah, it was definitely the old guard,
the old crowd. Yeah, the old bit
on
the side mob.
No new Big Brother fans going to end up queuing for 5 hours to get into a launch show, aren't they?
No, I suppose not. Interesting.
So, and this is the thing. The live show took hours and hours
to record. How long did it take?
Lindsay, it was like a war zone out there. People were on the floor, lying on the floor.
Who was?
I don't know their name. An attendee from Massachusetts, shout out to you. I saw them reclined on the
Yeah.
on the side, like
Yeah.
lying down. Everyone was like dehydrated because they took their water away from them.
That's not okay, I don't think.
I had like a big bottle of water and they were wanting to take it away. I was like, how long are we going to stand
Yeah.
over there? And bear in mind, it's the height of summer here in
Yeah.
October. It's
Yeah,
hot.
it actually is
For some
hot.
reason, it's really
Yeah.
fucking hot.
Climate change.
Yeah, and they wanted to take all your food away.
Yeah.
So we had food and stuff, and I was like, hide it in that bush. And then they were like,
Yeah.
oh, anything hidden in that bush is going to be gone by the time you get out.
my God.
They didn't take it.
Oh, didn't they?
But
Hiding your food in the bush.
you got it because
You should put it down your pants next time.
you get searched, you get patted down.
Even your bits.
Well,
Come on, there's only so much
no.
they could do. They can't slap you on
No.
the fanny.
Find your nuts down there, are they? So yeah,
I'm going to find mine, that's for
they
sure.
want to take everything away far too early.
Yeah.
I would say actually, it was a bit of a mess.
No banners are either allowed.
Well, Applause Store said no. The official, like ITV or Big Brother, whoever, said yes.
Ah.
So there's a conflicting thing there. But
Ah.
I'm glad people didn't take banners because
It would have been
you don't
got
know
in the
anyone.
way.
Yeah, and it gets in the way.
Yeah, fair enough.
They are allowed now, though, for
Okay.
evictions.
Okay. We need to do a banner with BB on Blast on.
Didn't I do that one time for you?
Oh, yeah, and didn't they take it off you?
I don't know. Anyway,
Oh, yeah, you did do something like that.
so they said to us they were going to film it as live, but they didn't. So
So what was the difference? What was missing and what was...
the housemates all had so much more time with AJ and Will.
I absolutely hated
Don't meet
the way
them,
they
right?
did that.
I don't like.
It was just-
As a traditionalist, they shouldn't.
want
They
them to
shouldn't
have-
meet the host, right?
You want, not even that, I just want them to have their moment. And it was
Yeah.
just like, do. I absolutely hated that.
I think most Big Brother fans will agree.
Yeah.
Live launch is like the way it should be. I don't think anyone who's been watching it for years enjoyed this recorded launch.
Think about it. If you had the edited launch, we've never had Gary Busey waiting for his 3 questions. They'd have just cut all that shit out.
God, I don't remember that.
He was going to Emma. I thought you had to ask me 3 questions. And she was just trying desperately to get on the stairs and say, what are the 3 questions?
Right.
So yeah, that
This
would
is
have all
what-
just been cut out, and that was pure gold.
And
How
I've
you
seen-
don't remember that, I don't know.
I've seen journalists as well saying like the appeal of the launch is the chaos,
Yeah, exactly.
and like it takes a long time.
Yeah.
But what else that you didn't see?
What didn't-
the other thing you didn't see was we got a lot of time to actually watch them
Yeah.
introduce themselves to one another.
Yeah.
And they did actually play it out to the
Oh,
audience.
okay.
And I think it took a long time because they've only got one car. They've got to get it backwards and forwards, get the
I
housemate
see.
in or whatever.
Yeah, I see.
So it takes a long time. But what took about an hour to record was like one section of the show.
Why?
It took
What?
about 3 hours to record that show. I'm not joking.
But what took so long? That part, the car back and forth.
Yeah, between
Right.
housemates. And then they would come onto the stage and they'd ask them several questions.
Right,
like,
okay.
I need the cheat sheet. Farida?
Is it Farida?
Farida,
I'm not
like
sure.
had this whole thing to say about how she like so believed that people should be able to live as themselves, and that she has solidarity with the Romani community and
Oh,
this
that's
stuff, and it got
nice.
like so much
Yeah.
like response
Yeah.
from the audience.
I wonder why they cut that bit out then.
I don't know.
That's a shame.
I really don't know.
That's a shame.
And the other thing is that audience did not get to see VTs, and we were told, and I think this is for 2 reasons. They
I mean,
took our
that was
phone.
so short anyway.
They took all of our phones away so that
Uh-huh.
we couldn't leak anything. And I don't expect that in future shows they'll bother doing that because they're live.
And people did leak some stuff, didn't they?
Oh, we'll talk about that.
Oh, okay.
And then they didn't show us VTs, and I feel like it's because we wouldn't have any opinions on them because they really said that they didn't want anyone to boo,
Right.
and it should be high energy and
Uh-huh.
we should cheer.
No one's really going to boo on the first night, are they? I suppose a
Come
Tory.
on. If you've got the VT
Okay.
and you've got someone
Yeah.
said
I'm a
I'm
Tory,
a Tory and a royalist, I think they would
Yeah.
get booed. So unwittingly cheering a royalist and a Tory, that happened to me. But I'm not mad about it because I feel like it kept the mystery for the rest of the public because people in the audience didn't know too much. They couldn't go on
Right.
Twitter and say, okay, this person is this, this, and this, and this.
Yeah.
And the media didn't even have the details.
Right.
They didn't release it because they were worried about it being leaked.
Okay.
So, respect to the press team for that, to
Okay.
really try and maintain it. But because some people were recognisable, they leaked. So
Who was recognised?
Okay, so Zach, I recognise instantly. He's the only one I actually recognise
yeah.
because Zach is a model and he models very often ASOS and Boohoo products.
Okay.
And also JD Sports, as someone
Okay.
told me on Twitter. So I recognised him right away. And then Noki, she's a former Miss Great Britain.
Yeah, Universe,
like,
I think it was.
Miss Universe Great Britain. What is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know if people follow that kind of stuff or whatever, but the thing with Noki is, as she was being unveiled, the party boat crashed just the recording. So if you don't know about the party boat, it was actually in the show. Did you see it?
No,
From the drone shots?
No.
Halfway through the show,
Yeah.
this boat just suddenly, like, you know how, like... I mean, you know, people smoothly come into... Obviously, a boat is smooth.
Yeah.
It's like slides into the sea.
Right.
And look behind, and I thought, like, oh shit, is this like part of the show?
Yeah.
It's just like all these like people,
Yeah.
seen drunk, like,
That's hilarious.
and Big Brother was like between shooting,
Yeah.
so like they were playing music to the crowd, so they were just like dancing to it, all. And they all had their phones, and we didn't.
Oh no!
So they were all videoing and taking pictures,
shit.
and then security were like running. But what can you do about a boat full of people on a canal?
How did they not foresee that happening?
I've got no idea.
That is so stupid.
And they obviously timed it to go by during
Yeah.
Big Brother, right? It's probably the sun.
We should go on that boat and go by next time.
They should do trips.
Yeah.
They should start selling tickets.
That sounds fun.
In fact, we'll sponsor it.
Yeah.
Give us a
I
cut.
bet there's a toilet on there.
If there's not, you just piss over the side. My mate Faz was like, "Oh, I'm going to pee in that canal in a minute. I'm so desperate to go." Oh, and another thing is they didn't. Really...
And another thing.
Another thing is applause store, please. Like get it together, because they told us there would be clear breaks where you can go to the toilet,
Yeah.
and like they didn't really give out water. Everyone was parched.
Not
Seriously,
parched.
you had
Yeah.
our mate Jared. He had such a headache he had to leave early.
Oh God, Jared, you okay?
Yeah, no, he suffered for a day. I just feel like the audience welfare could have been better. Anyway,
Well, hopefully they'll learn from that.
I hope so.
You know.
But back to the party boat. Yeah, security couldn't do anything
That's
about
so
it.
funny.
They just like shooed them along, and off they went. But they'd already obviously taken footage, and I don't know if it got posted. I haven't seen any of it. And the other person is Farida, who has been on Blankety Blank.
I saw that, actually.
Come Dine With Me.
Oh, really? She's a bit of an attention whore then. Well,
I mean,
I'm
could say that about me.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so she's done a few things. So they're the
Okay.
three that were like leaked. And I met a few friends and family.
Oh, did you?
Not to talk to a lot, but I did have well, my mate Faz actually had more of a conversation with Farida's sister.
Okay.
Farida? Or Farida?
Oh, I don't know.
Farida's
I don't
sister.
know. We'll get it right by next week, don't worry.
And all the fans will be up in arms about this. Big Brother approached her.
Oh.
How do you feel about that?
What do you mean? Oh, okay. Oh,
Big
she didn't
Brother's-
audition.
Big Brother scouted.
Oh, where did they scout her from then? Just being on TV shows?
I think so. And her sister said she also is on TikTok.
Oh,
She's a
okay.
TikToker.
I don't feel anything about it.
I don't mind either.
If someone's a good housemate, they're a good housemate. I honestly couldn't give a shit. I just
Yeah.
don't want boring people.
Yeah.
If she's a good housemate, good for her. I don't give
Honestly,
a shit.
she was like an early favourite of mine, just
Yeah.
because of all the stuff she said about you know how she believed in people being themselves, and she was going in there to embrace everyone and all their differences and things. I mean, it was all cut out of the show.
That's stupid.
But yeah, I really warmed to her very, very quickly. And I met the sister of the Tory, Henry.
Oh, yeah.
Henry's
Oh,
sister.
of course he's called Henry.
I was coming back from the toilet and we were being held because here's one difference between Elstree and the new set. There's no fences to keep the idiot general public at bay.
Oh.
So you're just free to sort of roam.
What do you mean, roam where?
Well, not roam as such. You're not meant to really move around. But
Yeah.
there's no barrier to hold you back from running on stage if you want to.
Oh,
There
really?
is security there. But I mean, you can... Yeah, you're not restricted really in
Oh,
any
yeah,
way.
because there was like a metal
There's a
sort of
barrier before,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Which
Okay.
I think is a brave choice
Oh,
for Big
dear.
Brother. But they've
What's
obviously
gonna
got
happen?
enough security.
Shout out Extinction Rebellion
Yeah,
or
exactly.
just Stop Oil who are going to
Seriously,
go and,
it could easily happen.
invade an eviction.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can
You're
see it
looking forward
happening.
to that, aren't you?
Yeah, I just thought it would be entertaining, wouldn't it?
And
They will have the confetti flying.
the other thing is that they do, you will have noticed, they do these like Top of the Pops scenes where the audience crowd around AJ and Will.
Oh, yeah, I
So
did see that,
They
yeah.
kind of need a bit of fluidity.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
That's why I think that's why I didn't ram it full.
Yeah,
Go on.
when I went on the Russell Brand show years ago, it was the same thing though, because like Courtney Love was over there, we like went over there, and then Morrissey was over there, and we ran over there. It was so good. Fuck you, Russell Brand. It was so good. It was the best day ever.
My best day ever was Friday. And who else did I? Oh no, sorry, Henry's sister. Yes, I was coming back from the
Was
toilet.
she nice?
I saw this girl, and she might be listening. She looked very glam. She had like a nice curl. Her hair's been nicely curled,
Oh, good for
and she
her.
had a silver wristband. I was like, "Are you friends and family?" She said, "Yes, I'm Henry's sister." I said, "They haven't come in yet, have they?" So I had no opinion at this point. And then
like Henry.
Then when Henry came out yesterday, I was like, "Here's our villain," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit! Like I met his sister. Like I can't call him a villain."
I like Henry.
But he is obviously cast as the villain, right?
Just this whole like, oh, you know, obviously like, oh, what he said, oh, about Tories and royals. Yeah, obviously people could be like, ooh, but it's like,
Some people are going to be weird.
are you good TV? That's
Yes,
all I care
that is
about.
good TV.
You can like or dislike whatever the fuck you want. I couldn't care less.
So, I can't remember your name. I know you follow me. I'm sorry, Henry's sister. Even though I'm calling Henry the villain, it doesn't mean I don't want him in the house.
No, I love the poshos. They're always my favourites, and they're always entertaining. And I love it when they come out with these ridiculous statements. It's funny. It's interesting.
It's like what you want on a Big Brother
yeah,
VC,
it's
isn't
something
it?
to talk about, something to disagree about, something to get angry about if you really want to.
And then the other person I met, and shout out to Gabs, because she was absolutely lovely, is Dylan's partner and the MC guy.
Oh yeah.
And she had a mare of a journey all the way from Birmingham, and like, you know, she was also parched because no one had given us any water or anything, and she was very anxious about him like going into Big Brother, and she was just a sweetheart. And I said to her, like, if you want to come on the podcast, like feel free, we'll talk to you about it. And I've got her on Instagram. So
oh, that's nice. He did annoy me a bit when he went in shouting or whatever he was doing.
Was he?
They were encouraging him to like. He was like,
do the MC.
what was he doing? Yeah, that was
a rap type thing.
Yeah, that was
But
annoying.
you like to rap on Big Brother.
Well, it depends. I think you like him more than I do.
The raps.
Rachel Johnson.
That.
God, no.
Wow, forgot about that.
I didn't.
So yeah, I mean that's the experience. It was
fun.
It was a long day. I am glad that I got to see it in real life because of everything that got cut out. And then the other thing is that inside the Big Brother doors, immediately after they close, they are lowered on a lift down to the
really?
house level, but they for some reason cut it out.
Okay. Oh yeah, because no one really walked down the stairs or anything, did
There
they?
aren't
There are no
stairs,
stairs.
'cause it's accessible.
I missed that bit. That bit's fun. I'd forgotten about it, but now I
What,
think
you
of
want
it,
to
I
watch
miss
people
it.
trip up the bottom step like
Yeah, I
they used to?
do. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's accessible now.
Oh yeah, we need the wheelchair entrance.
Oh yeah, and if you are new and you weren't listening, way back when I met AJ, this is before AJ was confirmed as presenter, and I honestly feel that she probably did know
Of course she
at
did.
that stage that she had it, but she played a blinder. She had a good game
She ain't
face
gonna
on.
tell you, is she?
Of course not. And we chatted about Big Brother, and she said that what she really wanted to see was accessible house.
Yeah.
And what have we got? The most
Very good.
accessible Big Brother
Yeah,
house ever.
very
And if
good.
that is thanks to AJ, I'm not sure if it's entirely thanks to AJ, but to AJ for pushing that, I think well done.
BBUS could learn a thing or two, couldn't they?
Well, 100%. But like, this is the problem. The format, it's not the house alone for BBUS, is it? It's the competition format.
Yeah, it's a few things. Yeah.
But I am thrilled with like the diversity in the cast. Are you?
I'm quite happy. There's a few things missing in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Well, they've got every accent under the sun, which is fine.
Apart from
Which?
Irish.
Oh, Irish. Oh, isn't someone Irish?
You would have thought they'd put one Irish person in for the Irish viewers to get behind, because they are showing it over there.
I suppose so. I just feel like there's not that many sort of, trans, non-binary. There didn't seem to be much representation like that, which I was hoping for.
You can't.
No, I
trans
know
person
that.
doesn't have to identify themselves.
Yeah, no, I know. A couple of people have told me someone in there might be trans, but I don't know if they are or they're not. But you're right. You don't have to say it up
Well, I
front.
know because we've
yeah.
seen the TikTok bio.
Oh,
Because
okay.
Housemates, if you don't know, Housemates have been, as part of ITV's welfare processes, they've had to make their socials private. Not sure about Paul's OnlyFans. Maybe his sister's running that for him. I don't know. But like, apart from that, they've got to shut down socials. But if you Google, you can see their bios.
Well, when I said there's not much trans representation, a few people came back to me and said, "Is it Hayley is trans?"
Hallie.
Hallie.
Hallie is trans. Yes.
But when I said in my household, I think she might be trans, I was shot down. No, she's not trans. So it was sparking conversation. Do you know what I mean?
I hadn't.
No.
I'd seen a girl get out of that car.
She's very tall.
Yeah.
But she's obviously very attractive. Anyways, it's irrelevant. And you're right. You don't have to lead with that. But I'm glad that we do have a trans person.
Yeah, me too.
I would like to have a non-binary person, actually.
I'm actually surprised we don't.
Yeah.
Have you looked at the pronouns?
No, I haven't actually. Maybe there is a non-binary person. Maybe I'm being ignorant.
I'd thought that like Matty or Tom might be, but I think Dan checked the pronouns and Matty's a he, him.
Maybe next time. To have a trans person is great. We desperately need trans representation.
So I tweeted earlier in the week that I really hope there was strong trans representation in this cast, because I feel like just the whole thing with the trans witch hunt and like the Prime Minister saying... What did he say? I've forgotten. I've blocked it out. You don't know? At the Tory conference, he basically said, we need to recognise men as men and women as women in this stuff. It's dangerous as hell. Yeah. It infuriates me. And it scares me.
The Tories are actually evil, much as we were joking about it. Like, especially that Suella Braverman, she is...
Exactly. So we've got a Home Secretary saying multiculturalism isn't working. We've got a Prime Minister saying that trans rights are not a thing.
And they're both two brown people. That's the funniest part.
That is the craziest part.
Self-hating brown people. It's just weird.
I don't know if it's self-hating, but it's a raising something, isn't it?
It's part of self-hatred.
Like, imagine standing up as someone from that community saying multiculturalism has failed. Like,
even though your family is
the child of immigrants. And you're in the government?
That language,
is that not evidence that multiculturalism works?
That language that she used was a disgrace as well.
But anyway, it terrifies me. It's dog whistling, and all of the racists are, emboldened by it. And
very far right. Very far right.
I told you on that last podcast that they're trying to undo the United Nations Human Rights Convention. And they come at it with a face of course we observe human rights. Well, you've just publicly erase trans rights, and you've got a segment of your party which is LGBT Tories. How can those people possibly be still a part of that party?
Well, she was saying
it's poisonous.
She was saying Suella Braverman, or whatever her name is, that the immigrant thing was supposed to be, an equal rights thing, and now it's a criminal thing. We're inviting criminals into the country. Fuck off.
It's all a witch hunt. It's all scaremongering. There's this whole thing, I mentioned this last time, but about, people are coming here and claiming that they are gay, but they're not. Anyway.
We're going the same way as America, and that's what scares me.
What we need, because it's really hard to change, we need to try and fight it, but it's so hard to change individual people's opinions, I think. And like a show like Big Brother, this is why I think something like this is so important. Because like if we look back to 2004, we literally had Nadia as a openly trans person who was a very popular winner. Go back to 2001, Brian as a gay winner. It was like the progression was like slowly stepping up and up and up, right?
It was,
and everything has crashed down since then. And I think back to India and the treatment that she got in Year of the Woman.
It wasn't great, no.
And part of it is social media and people feeling brave enough to say stuff without their face attached to it, and sometimes with their face attached to it.
Yeah, true. Shout out Dan Wootton.
But yeah, I just feel like the power of a show like Big Brother, which has always been about diversity, and no matter what people's opinions are. I've been arguing with someone about they're saying you don't need diversity in Big Brother, you need good personalities.
Well, that's the same thing.
Exactly.
It's the same Greg, that's so stupid.
I had to give them the definition of diversity because I knew they weren't getting it. By the way, it was already red flags that they were just basically a massive
Was
racist.
there a Union Jack flag on the
No, but they
account?
started talking. The comeback started to be about it's not about skin colour. Well, diversity isn't just that. Diversity is where do you come from in the country?
Yeah.
What's your age?
Yeah.
What's your life experience? Like, what's your job? Like, diversity is just people being different.
Yeah,
and
differently
that is
able.
and that is a good thing. Yeah, and that as well. Like, physical, ability, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously Love Island, you can't possibly get it. So, like, Big Brother, I feel like it's so important, and I know that I might sound like a bit ridiculous, but like,
No,
I
it
feel like
doesn't.
stuff like reality TV can slowly change people's minds.
It does, without sort of hitting you over the head with it. It does.
Yeah.
It seeps in, doesn't it?
Because you can relate to people and you can see that, you know, this trans person is actually a normal human like you and I. And
you
really,
might not have even known that they were trans, so
This is
why
it.
is it affecting you? Mind
And
your own fucking business.
I saw someone commenting on Narinda's tweet. I know, like, Narinda works in questionable circles, but sometimes that she hits the right point, and she was talking about the diversity and it being important, and somebody commented being like, I didn't see a trans in there, or a trans person or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but a
You
trans
didn't
person
see
doesn't
one.
have to identify
You
themselves,
didn't
but you
see
might have
one.
seen them.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, and you
And,
don't
like,
know.
Is he gonna learn? Is he gonna learn?
And that's why when people say, "Oh, well, I wouldn't say this if that person was in the room," or I wouldn't say that about someone.
God, if you wouldn't say it when they're in the room, then
and
you
it's
need to
like
take a look at yourself.
You don't know who is in the room necessarily. Do you know what I mean? So you shouldn't
Exactly.
say it full stop, not just for that reason, but you just shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
My one thing is, like, I worry for Hallie having to be that person that is a representative, because in this climate, like, okay, the socials are shut down now, but it doesn't stop people posting
Oh
things.
God,
Do you know
no.
what I mean?
Yeah, there'll be. Yeah, but what can you do? You can hide away at home, or you can come out and just
Like,
be yourself,
yeah, be
and
yourself,
just enjoy
like,
your life and represent on the show.
unapologetically,
Yeah.
as you should be able
Yeah,
to.
exactly. So fuck it.
So anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
ITV promised diversity, and I'm really happy with the representation there.
I mean, there's so many different accents. God knows how the Americans are going to cope watching it. They're not going to be able to understand a thing.
Well, subtitles. Can put them on.
Should we have a pause and then talk about the actual show?
Yeah.
'cause
Are
we've done a good-
Are we going to go housemate for housemate?
Yeah, we can do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back in a bit.
Back soon.
Welcome back.
Just exclusive from Gaz's Nan.
Yeah. Also, we haven't done the hello, I'm Gaz and you're Lindsay.
Yeah, we did.
Did
didn't
we?
we?
I don't think so.
I think we did.
Anyway, I just had my nan on the phone. I told you she'd be watching. She says, "Where's all the good-looking men?" She said they look like little boys.
Yeah, so there's no black men in the
She says,
house.
"There's no good-looking black men."
No.
So it's very important they're good-looking, isn't it? She said, "Yes." So the antidote to this is she wants my boyfriend to apply for next year.
That could be great.
She said, "I don't know if I'm going to watch all of it, but I will watch some of it."
Oh, I'm surprised she's interested.
Oh, she loves Big Brother.
My mum started watching it. I got this first guy's a twat, and then I got number three's a twat as well, and that's the last I heard from
And now
her.
I'm out.
Yeah, that's the last I heard.
Right, what are we doing now? So
Let's talk through the show.
we're going to get Cameron on a call. We're up against it. We said around 8 for Cameron, so we're going to get through the show and
He's
get through the
doing an
housemates.
Instagram live, so
Is that still live, is he?
Well, I don't know. Listen,
Now listen.
Cameron is a. We love you, Cameron, but we need to talk about the show. Now, Big Brother's voice.
Oh, no. You don't like it, do you?
No,
I knew you wouldn't like it.
Do you like it?
No.
There you go.
I said to you, what did I say to you? There's one thing, there's one big thing
Yeah.
that you won't like. And you thought it was going to be a twist. The twist
The
was
twist wasn't that bad, actually.
Big Brother's new voice.
It's
Welcome to my party.
Oh, that's quite good. Is
that quite
Yeah,
good?
that's good.
Do you like that voice, Lindsay?
No, do you know what?
Lindsay,
Ooh.
don't move a
you know-
muscle.
Do you know
Oh,
what?
I can do the Big
That was
Brother
actually
voice.
quite good. That was actually quite good. It sort of reminds me of. Oh, I don't really.
Jack and
I
Nori?
don't really want to say.
Oh, God. Oh, go on. Oh, no.
This porno that I've watched. He's like this. Oh, I don't really want to
God.
say what it is, but anyway, his voice reminds me of that, and it kind of freaks me out.
Sounds like a weird porno. It's not on Paul's channel, is it? It's definitely not Paul. Have you seen Paul's dick.
Oh, have I seen his dick? No, is it massive?
No, it's not very nice.
Oh, right. What's
It's the
wrong with
worst
it?
camera. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead to Paul's
What's-
OnlyFans that
what's
came out
wrong with
yesterday.
his dick?
It's the worst camera work I've ever seen.
Right.
Not even a very nice dick. And I feel like he's queer baiting.
What's the problem with the dick?
It's
Small.
just not good looking.
Oh, an ugly one.
It's not small. It's just not very nice.
Small.
Not very nicely formed. I'm sorry, Paul. That's my honest review of your dick.
Paul, if Paul's family's listening, I'm sure you've all got lovely ones. Yeah, that voice. Oh, that's going to take some getting used to.
It is going to take some getting used to. Did you hear Big Brother on the live feed? You weren't with the sound up, were you?
I had it off and on sound up. Yeah,
think that,
normally
like-
I just had bird song on the subtitles. There was a lot of bird tweet
A lot.
on that thing.
Bird tweet.
Bird feed. Sorry,
Bird
that's what I
tweet.
call it.
You think that the voice would be AI so that anyone can do it, but I think it's a person.
So, is there going to be no women Big Brothers?
This is the thing. I like it when Big
Yeah.
Brother can change, and it's like just who is there. And I actually prefer the female voices over the male voices.
They should have broken the mold and just had Big Brother be a woman. Why not?
And they should have broken the mold and had Big Brother be a they them, because Big Brother's always been multi-gendered in terms of voice delivery.
Are they BB?
A they BB and Jack will like that. And we've got AJ and Will calling Big Brother he. I never like Big Brother being referred to as he. It don't feel right for me.
What is it? An it.
It's an entity, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it.
It.
Probably it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that voice. Maybe I'll get used to it. There's something about it makes me feel...
Is Big Brother in it? Them? I don't know.
I don't know. They, them, it.
Anyway,
We
everyone's
haven't
going to
got Big
feel
Brother's pronouns.
weird about the voice, but there's something very like kind of children's TV about it, I think, and I don't know if that's just because it was party games, but like as it went, obviously when I first heard it, I was like, no, like absolutely not. But like as the game started to continue and Big Brother got a bit more forceful, like the don't move a muscle, all this stuff.
I think that's kind of what reminded me of the porn.
Yeah, I can imagine. I was like, actually, there's this like weird, because this is a very bright Big Brother. Like it's bold, everything's up tempo, the theme tune's like sped up. Like I thought it was going to be a light Big Brother, but actually there's a little bit of twistedness in there, and I quite like it. It's like the housemates don't know where they stand with Big Brother. Perhaps like is Big Brother friend or is Big Brother foe? You know.
Well, it depends what you've done. At 2:23.
Well, quite. You can't give a tell-off
No.
in a comedy voice, can
No,
you? And
no.
I don't want there to be... I don't want that stuff to be not included.
No.
I need to see it all.
I do think. I do think there'll be women Big Brothers in.
I think there will be just on duty, but in the show we might never
they'll
hear
edit it
them. They
out.
might just dub in the voice, which I don't know about.
I wish it was more of a sexy Big Brother. On Big Brother Australia, they had a sexy Big Brother one year. It was nice.
Oh, the old Big
Yeah,
Brother.
the old one. He was good. Why can't we have a sexy one?
Tully to the dome.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
can't we have one like that? Anyway, what do you think of the prize fund still being 100k?
Oh, there's no money in CV anymore.
Tight, isn't it?
Bring back... Well, I mean, 100k is probably the biggest BB's gone, isn't it?
I don't know.
Fuck knows. But started off 70 grand. With inflation,
Well,
by now it should be a lot more.
25 years later, it's gone up by nothing.
Speaking of Big Brother 1, my nan just said, we'll never beat the first one.
That's
Yeah,
brilliant.
come back, nasty Nick.
That's brilliant. They were showing that nasty Nick clip all over TV, breakfast TV this week.
Showing people names,
I
Nick.
wonder how many times I've seen that.
Very disappointed in yourself.
You've made a number of wild accusations.
Don't you think, though, that, like, 6 weeks, maybe 100k is, like, enough?
6 weeks? Why is it 6 weeks? Even 8 weeks would be better. 6 weeks is just absurd. I don't get that.
And 16 people to get rid of in 6 weeks. How does that even work?
Anyway, the only thing tighter than the BB prize fund was AJ's outfit.
Wow.
Goodness
How did she get into that
gracious.
outfit?
She must have got cut out of that at the end.
Do you think?
She must have, but she didn't have no time to go to the loo wearing that bugger.
No. Stuck in that for 3 hours.
She looked great. She's got a hell of a body.
What do you think about the hair?
I like the hair.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, I liked it. Rowan was complaining about it, but I liked
Oh
it.
yeah, creeped out by hair. Very,
I
creeped
don't-
out by hair
Longer
below
than
the
your
waist,
butt. I
is
know
it?
what she
Longer than the
means.
butt.
I don't like super long hair, but on AJ, she could do anything really. She'd look good, couldn't
Yeah,
she?
they were having to hairspray the PVC suit so the hair wouldn't be static.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't what was he wearing? I can't even remember.
A very like wide leg trouser
Oh,
suit.
those
with,
trousers. And a golfing
he was
sort
like-
of...
He was like, I'm wearing a woolly jumper under a suit. He's like, I'm sweltering, I'm boiling in it.
Can't he wear something twinning with her, like
hard
looking nice?
I
He
know.
looks.
I thought they both looked good, but it's like hard for a man to stand up against someone that looks as great
Yeah.
as AJ.
Especially in those big ass trousers. Not good. Mini Ben Shepherd needs some style advice, I think. God bless him.
I think it's way harder to dress a man.
Do you know what? I don't mind him.
I like it.
He was getting absolutely slated in my house last night.
Oh, Jack said he likes him.
No, Jack was complaining about him, saying, what's the point of him? Why is he there? I didn't mind him. He's not adding anything, but he's not subtracting anything.
I am pleasantly surprised by the experience of having two hosts. I just thought it was unnecessary, but I think it's okay. And what I've heard is that they're going to switch
Okay.
week by week. I don't know if that's true.
I don't like this under that.
Let's see how it goes.
What was their hosting actually like? Because Dan said there was a few boo-boos, maybe.
There are a few retakes,
See, you can't do that on a live show.
and I feel like
Is the live eviction going to be a live eviction, or are they pre-recording that? It is. From now on, it's all live.
yeah.
Okay, so we'll see then.
I mean, they probably legally have to have 5-10 minute delay, don't they?
If we're talking retakes, are we talking Julie Chenworthy, or are we talking a couple of stumbles, or are we talking like...
Look, what I'm going to say is,
Yeah, I'm curious.
it was their first day at work.
You're right.
Let's be honest. Like, I don't know if... I think the reason it was pre-recorded is not so much... People were speculating that it was to make it easier on AJ and Will. I don't think that's the case. The case was that it takes a long time to get the car backwards and forwards, and they also, for Kerry to enter the house, had to construct a massive ramp.
Okay.
Which took it took a while. They could probably have done it in a commercial break, but there were a few retakes, and it wasn't really recorded as live.
Right.
But, it would have been kinder on everyone if it was. But if that's what they needed to do, that's what they needed to do. And at one point, they changed the script on the spot. So maybe the show benefits from it in the end.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what the difference is when it is an actual live show. That'll be the test, I suppose, won't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
But I don't feel like they made it 100% polished. If you watch it, there are moments where you think, oh, there's a bit of a stumble.
I don't think it needs to be 100%
No, because if it was live,
yeah.
Davina stumbled plenty of
Yeah,
times.
I don't think it needs to be, as long as it's...
Davina would do that. Oh, put my teeth in. Remember, she'd trip up all the time.
Yeah, I don't care. It doesn't need to be perfect. And they both seemed competent, and they seemed good on the Late and Live or whatever it is.
Oh, I really think on Late and Live is where they shine. Seeing Will in the camera room reminded me of Dermot going down there.
Yeah, he has got a bit of a Dermot vibe, actually. The clothes as well are a bit Dermot-esque as well.
Do you think?
Yeah,
I remember Dermot's very tight t-shirt.
No, Dermot's clothes now, like the woolly
Oh.
polos and things like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what about the opening credits?
Oh, I don't like the titles.
Rather garish, aren't they?
I don't like any titles that include housemates, and it does feel a little bit Channel 5 to me.
It's a bit garish.
It's the same company making the logo and the titles as last Big Brother, which is a bit of a surprise, I think, because the tone is very different. What did you think? Did you like them?
I need to see them again. I just thought, whoa, it's bright. That's it.
I don't like seeing housemates features appear, but fine.
It seems like quite a Big Brother-y thing.
It is, but I feel like it's more... Do
Channel
that
5.
Do that abroad.
Oh, right.
I like it when the titles include the house and graphics.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay.
But one thing I did say on Twitter was we need to not be too negative about this because we've got Big Brother back, and I know some fans
There's nothing to complain about.
plenty of fans if it's not frame for frame the same thing, they're really upset about it.
What are people complaining about?
There may be things that I don't like that much right now, but overall I'm happy. Do you know what I mean?
Personal opinion. What are people actually complaining then? If so, what are they complaining about?
Lack of 100% live feed, stuff like that.
All right, well that's fair enough. But
that ship sailed. Tell you what you get. It's better than what you have on Channel 5.
It's pretty good on Saturday night. What do you get? 5 hours or something?
Something like that. Yeah, I've heard that.
I was surprised about that, to be honest. Especially because there's no show on Saturday night, so I think that's quite fun.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
so you've got Big Brother
good.
every day.
So, first up, we have
Yeah.
Jenkin. He's a bingo caller and has an annoying jazzy shirt on. What were your thoughts on Jenkin?
Oh, great choice for first entry. High energy, camp, likable, a bit haphazard.
Likeable.
Yeah, everyone loves him. You don't like
I
Jenkins?
hate him.
What? I think
What do you mean everyone loves him? Who?
the response is
All he
good
did was
on
come
Twitter.
in. All he did was come in there and moan the entire time.
He's had the. Are you joking?
Oh, poor...
He's got the punishment to make breakfast.
Oh,
He's
so
had
what?
He's had his
breakfast?
actual suitcase and real clothes blown up, and he's got cold showers, and he had to nominate someone.
Oh, come on.
Do you want to reverse the bus over him again? Like, has he not been under the bus enough?
I want to get the bus to come pick him up from outside, like Benazir.
Get your bus fare home, whatever it was.
Everyone likes him.
God, shout out Benazir. Didn't see that mention coming.
I don't like him. I think he's annoying as hell. He's like, when I saw him, I thought, oh God, please don't let all the housemates be like this. It reminded me of a Channel 5 era housemate.
Oh, I didn't get that at all.
Really? That's interesting.
I got like, backwater village, but like zany character.
Wow.
Maybe not Channel 4-ish. I don't know.
No, I was not a fan. Interesting.
But I mean,
okay,
imagine. So Marco,
oh God,
Big Brother 5,
yes,
went in the house squealing.
Yeah,
I feel like we always had those like a bit OTT people.
Yeah, he was horrendous.
Marco.
Oh, Gaz is peeing again.
Sorry, I'm pouring water.
Sorry, listeners.
Oh.
Yeah, Marco was the most annoying person on the planet.
When he showed up again, he was very serious.
Oh yeah, totally changed.
Didn't he have hair?
Yeah, that was weird. Anyway, no, I was not a fan, and I actually hope he goes first. Think about that.
Ouch! I think I'm not going to be surprised if he makes the final.
I'm so shocked. That is so interesting. Listeners, tell us what you think. So next in was, oh God, I hope I'm getting these names right. Farida. She's a makeup artist, and she's 50, and she's Muslim.
That's good.
Muslim.
Don't she look? I hate saying for whatever, but like, I wouldn't have clocked her as 50.
Oh God, no, not at all. She looked very lovely in her sari.
Nice to see someone repping their culture in their outfit. I don't feel like we've seen that since Kamal went in the house.
I feel I'm going to sound ignorant now, but I thought a sari was more of a Hindu thing than a Muslim thing. Am I being ignorant?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That you might associate Muslim people with a headscarf, but I've never really thought of it like that.
Sorry, so maybe I don't know. If you know,
perhaps it's just more like not a religious based thing, but a geographic thing. Like it's an Indian thing.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it could be.
Because I don't think she's. Oh no, she is covering her hair because she's Muslim.
If you know about that, let us know, because I was curious.
Actually, also, the red sari look is quite wedding-y, isn't it? Anyway, regardless, I thought she looked great.
She looked nice. Ignorance. She's got a strong accent. I can't remember where she's from now. Brummy, is it? And she said
trouble working out where Jenkin was from, didn't she? Scotland and Ireland. She thought.
Oh yeah, Wales. Oh, that's another thing. I don't really like the Welsh accent. My dad is Welsh, so is that okay to say? I don't know.
Perhaps that's why you don't like it.
Yeah, probably. I put here, I hate the editing and why the tiny little bottle of Prosecco. Jenkin was over a bottle of Prosecco. It was only like a half measure, I thought.
Oh, I thought it was the same one that we had tonight.
Maybe he's just big, I don't know. Like tall, I mean, not fat. I'm a non-judgmental kind of person, someone said. Why say this? Suspicious, I put. I don't know who said that.
I don't know either. Sorry, one thing I need to say about this is...
You've got no notes.
I've got no notes.
It doesn't matter. We don't...
This edit moves so damn fast.
This is all first impressions.
I couldn't tweet and watch at the same time. No. And I feel like I've watched this show twice, but I still haven't seen it. That's how I feel like.
So next week in, we had Tom, 21, from Somerset. He works in a butcher's, and he has a mullet.
I need
get the cheat sheet up.
Tom.
He said, he came in and he went, oh, there's so many people out there. Came in rather casual, like, relaxed.
What is he again? What's his job?
Butchers.
Oh, yeah. Didn't he say he doesn't like handing raw meat?
Well, I don't blame him. Also, butcher shops smell disgusting.
Oh, I hate the smell of butcher. When I was a kid, that was the worst.
Oh, when you go past it, it's like, the smell of death. So that was him. What do you think about him?
He's quite like muted at the moment, isn't he?
He was. I thought a few people were quite muted going in, actually.
I think that a lot of them were just quite shell-shocked by the whole thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I haven't managed to form a strong opinion. But
no, I haven't really got a strong opinion on anyone.
I didn't
that
catch
much
him on the live feed either, actually.
Oh, I did see him on the live feed a bit. So next thing was is it Hallie?
21. Okay.
Yeah.
Next is Hallie. Yeah, 18.
Hallie, she's 18. That's very young, isn't it?
Very young.
Hell, God. She is. She said, "I can be a raging bitch on wheels."
Yeah, a new one on me. That. South London, she said. Rep in South London.
She's tall, I put, and she was wearing the mini party hat in the house. Shout out BB 25. And I think I've written here she's rather middle-aged looking. That might have been what she was wearing. Oh yeah, those like, you know, those strappy like silver shoes. Kind of like
up the calf a little bit.
Yeah, kind of something like someone wears at an office Christmas party. You know, I wasn't really approving of that.
She was holding the boob tube up the whole way up the steps.
So that was Hallie. We don't really know yet, do we?
No, but I champion Hallie for just being Hallie. And I feel like she was very every person that came in, she was the first one to go and say hello to them.
She was relaxed.
And she's only 18. That's a lot of confidence for being an 18-year-old.
That is actually, yeah.
She also said if she gets wolf whistled, she'll bark at people because they're acting like a dog.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And
I
also,
like her.
I like the fact that she's so tall, yet she's wearing these high heels as well. It shows
because a lot of people
confidence.
wouldn't. Yeah.
It
They
shows confidence.
People feel apologetic about being tall, and she doesn't. And it was one of the first things someone said to her. I don't know if it was on the show, but she was like, like everyone's small next to me.
Yeah, she did look so much taller than everyone else. So next thing we had Trish, 33.
Oh.
She's a mum from the Congo. She hates tourists.
I love Trish. I'm gonna say my early fave pick to win.
She's also her and Yinran, is it? Am I too faves?
Oh, me too. When they were talking last night together in the living area.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was so nice.
She actually reminds me of my friend Delali. Like, she just has the same energy as her. So
cool.
You know when someone just reminds you of someone you know, it's like a nice familiar feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
She's pure good vibes. I think she's from Luton as well.
Yeah, which is our
not
way,
far from us.
Up our way.
And she's 33. I'm quite glad to see some 30s representation because it can be quite 20s heavy in Big Brother, and it is.
And she's a mum.
It is 20s dominated again.
I loved her outfit as well. It looked really nice.
Oh yes, she looked nice.
What is her background? I didn't.
You said Congo.
Oh, Congo. That was it. Yeah, I didn't.
She was like. She was born abroad, so she is an immigrant, and she's a proper lefty. She was saying,
yeah.
So I guess we've got the Trish versus Henry, and you've got to cast opposites.
Yeah, of course.
Ahmed and shout out Marco again. Yeah,
it's an old BB trope on all sides of the Atlantic.
But she seems dead relaxed, I think.
Jenkins said at this point, here's to the final 5.
I noticed that.
Full break.
There is that, because that's like we'll protect each other, and that's just not a UK thing to say. I've never heard that in UK. Excuse me.
So now we had this whole pointless musical statues thing. I still don't really understand what the point of this was, do you?
Comedy, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so.
It wasn't that interesting. How do you spell Yinrun's name? Because I want to pronounce it right.
Yinrun. Yinrun.
Yinrun is okay, fine. So she.
I think that the pronunciation in English is being a bit butchered.
Okay.
I don't know though.
We'll get used to it. So Yinrun came in and she was hiding around the corner.
I like that.
Yeah,
because the housements were all frozen, weren't they? They couldn't move.
Yeah.
And she was like,
she's quirky, isn't she?
She spoke for they all spoke for a lot longer than what they were allowed to. What they showed on the TV, and she talked about her boyfriend being there, right?
Maybe.
And did she say she's from China?
She's Chinese, and she likes British slang like nincompoop and things like that.
Oh yeah. I really like this because this casting choice because I don't think we rarely see someone from such a different cultural background, and I think the last person would be Kat.
Oh yeah.
Channel 4.
Oh god, Happy House.
Yeah.
She was fucking annoying.
I think it's nice to see someone cast who their English is not their first language,
and they're a bit of a fish out of water, really, aren't they? Don't really know what they've signed up for.
That's the other thing.
Yeah.
She was talking on live feed last night, and I already know this about not knowing about Big Brother.
Yeah,
and it's hard to find someone who doesn't know about Big Brother. Basically,
yeah.
I'm a little bit concerned, as you said, her boyfriend told her to apply, and it's he's throwing you to the lions a little bit here. And she said in China they've had one series, and I know this, and I think it was full of quite young people, and they pre-recorded it, so it's not the same thing,
right.
And I think she is quite nervous about being there. She was saying oh no, what did I do?
She was
what
hiding
did I do?
in the corridor, wasn't she? That was fun.
But I like her, and I
like her as well.
I just appreciate her being there, to be honest. I think that a lot of people might think that she's maybe boring and shouldn't be cast because she's a little bit more meek.
I don't think people are thinking that.
No?
No. So then Someone got breakfast in bed. Who was that? Was that you?
There you go. That's why we had
Yeah.
musical statues, because people moved and
Yeah.
she became the last one standing, and she chose Jenkin to make her breakfast in bed. He said, "That's okay if you like toast."
I wouldn't trust him to make breakfast in bed, personally. So next we had Jordan. He's a lawyer from Scunthorpe. He said, "I have a face like a chastised backside, but I wear shirts to make up for it."
Right. What do you think about Jordan? Is he playing a
He
character?
learned his accent from watching Downton
That
Abbey.
can't be true.
Well, that shirt that he was wearing looked expensive to me, with the tiger on.
Well, was the
No, not
lawyer?
that one, yeah.
The lawyer gets paid a lot of money, no?
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, a
true.
different shirt.
Yeah, I don't know. He seems
25.
posh to me, and he's
I
flocked to
think-
that other posho as well.
Yeah, he's pretending
Posho-
to be a commoner.
Poshos of a feather
Said he-
flock together. Oh, so people vote for
He
him.
said he grew up on a council estate.
Yeah, and Scunthorpe is, a bit rough, isn't it? No offence to us Scunthorpean
I mean-
listeners.
I've not been, but
Yeah.
for some reason it has that
Yeah.
association. Oh no, you need more wine.
Oh, good. Let's press on.
Okay.
I like him so far. Do you?
Oh, I think he's good TV.
Yeah, he's entertaining. He looks like Cameron Cole.
So I saw someone say
Yeah.
that.
So next up we
Speaking of
have
him.
Zach, the ASOS model. Very white teeth. Seems nice. Came in and said he was fucking buzzing.
Zach.
Yeah. He seemed really nice, actually.
Yeah, so he's the model,
Sweet.
and I got excited because he said he was from Thailand. He said he's from Thailand.
Oh,
Did
okay.
that go into the show?
I missed that, yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, no one else cares about Thailand. And Dan was like, why do you care about it? I was like, because I lived there. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, and it's only you here that live there. I think he's going to be all right. I feel like he looks like he's the kind of person you expect to see on Love Island, but I
Right.
actually don't mind because people are up in arms that he's a model and that he's known.
It's nice
People are.
looking.
This is one of the things that people are complaining about.
Grow up.
But can I remind you that Alex Sibley was a model?
Yeah.
Susie Verico was a model. Like, apparently, Leah, glamour model. Saskia was a glamour model. Like, we've had models since time began.
Look, there's not millions of people who are orange with long eyelashes and all that thing, like I said. There's not millions of people like that, is there?
No.
Although we are coming to Chanel. Also, this guy, what's his name? Zach. Similar haircut to you, I'd say.
Oh, no.
Well,
His is
same.
more like blunt cut, but that's because he has the right hair type.
Right.
I really like his hair.
So next up, we had Chanel. She's 29 and from Wales. That's literally all I've written. I think she's a bit orange with a pale
She's the one
lip.
that looked like she was going in like a bridesmaid dress.
Yeah, she looked quite boring to me and like an old, someone who'd been
29.
picked back in the day. She looked older than 29 as well, no offence.
Is she? I think I heard a few people say that too. Is she like supposed to be the new Helen? I like blinking. Is that why she's there?
God.
Is she ditzy? I'm not really sure.
No, I don't think so.
I'm not sure why
I'll
she's
give
there.
her a
What's her job?
chance.
Do we
Give her
know?
a chance. No, all I wrote was Chanel 29 Wales. That's not very helpful.
Oops.
Sorry, Chanel. Your time to shine is coming. Next up, we have Dylan. He's 39. He's a DJ. He has an amputated foot, which now has lights on it. How did he get his foot amputated? Did he get hit by a car?
Yeah, run over by taxi.
Oh,
And he
ouch.
lost his leg. Dylan has got like a social media account which is called An Amputee Abroad, and
Okay.
his motivation for doing that, and I guess I know more about him than anyone else because I was talking to his girlfriend, is
Was
like
it his sister?
no girlfriend to share the experience of living as an amputee,
Okay.
which I think is like really good, right? Because
I liked his leg. It looked cool.
the leg looked great. You reclined.
I know.
Sit up.
God, they can't see me. He's so blown up my
No, but you might
spot.
fall asleep.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about him? You're
I'm
not going to like him, are you?
yet. I'm not keen yet, but I like the representation. I just hope that there's more to him than just that.
Oh yeah, well he seems very confident, and it's just
How old is he?
39. I like that
39,
he's
okay,
that kind of
fine,
age as well,
fine,
because it's
yeah.
not far away from mine.
To me, he's never going to be one of my favourites. He's just not going to be,
I mean, I'd be surprised if he's one of my favourites too. Sorry, Gabby, but let's
He's
see what I get.
representing that age group and, something else. Next in was Noki. She's absolutely beautiful.
Well, she's Miss Universe Great
Yeah,
Britain.
she got amazing lips. She works in finance and she's a feminist. We like a feminist, don't we?
We do.
I like her so far. She seemed really nice.
I saw her sitting there last night eating a pot noodle. Was that?
Yeah.
I really hate pot noodles.
They're gross, aren't they? Was she flirting with Zach?
Well,
they were chatting for a long time.
Entry, I said night one. I think that Zach will zone in on Noki. And I feel like it's the beginnings of something.
And there's not that many, I'd say, hot young women, and she's like, heads and shoulders above the rest, so she's obviously going to be in demand.
Yeah, I think you're right
isn't
there.
she? So next up we have Matty. He's 24, and the rest I've written. Who's that? Oh, him.
Matty.
24, come on.
Well, it's the tash and the perm.
He's a geriatric doctor. Shout out Hyson from BB25.
Yeah.
How can you be a doctor at 24? And perhaps he's a junior doctor.
I assume so.
I liked him from what I saw of him
Did
on the live
you?
feed. Yeah, he
I'm not
seemed
sure
fun.
about the hippie trope.
I like a hippie.
We haven't had that though.
I like
Didn't
a
he say
hippie.
dances for, I don't know, energy or something?
Wasn't he wearing something peculiar?
Well, it was like something you'd wear to Mighty Hoopla or a gay festival or pride event. Just like a very tight, it almost looked like he wasn't wearing a top, like a sheer kind of vest.
Is
top.
he pansexual or something like that? I can't imagine him being completely straight.
I don't know.
Everyone
I
in their
hope the
20s.
pronouns are not they them, because I thought that that could be their pronouns when they got out of the car, but we're saying he.
I don't know. Every single person in their 20s is pansexual now. Did you know that? That's just a thing.
Oh, was there were some stats that came out about how people identify recently. I don't think it's everyone.
A lot. So next we have Paul. He's a Scouser. Oof, one of my most hated accents. No offence
Right.
to our Scouse listeners.
Right.
He's 23, and I've written he's a chav.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
he is,
well,
isn't he?
God, I wish there was a list of housemates on the Big Brother app. It's not obvious.
Wow.
He came out the car doing the Mr. Is that Mr. Spaghetti? Is that
Is
something?
it?
What's that?
I don't
Doing
know.
the Marshmallow Man. I don't know.
Right,
Doing like this
yeah,
weird
like,
arms
Okay.
in the air thing, and I thought,
Right.
God, this is a cocksure man. And then when he said Scouse Power, I was like, well, that's a bit borderline, not okay. And then Dan said he's got a Union flag on his arm.
I
so-
did notice that on the
And
live
then
feed.
you know what else people are saying about him?
What?
The transphobic and homophobic tweets.
Oh, God.
But everyone's socials are blocked. But people are claiming it, and they said, "Oh yeah, it's like everyone knows him around Liverpool."
Why is he in the house then?
I know. I thought
We
they,
don't need this
I thought
character
they-
anymore.
I thought they did the background checks these days.
We don't need this character anymore. We've
No,
had
we
this
don't.
character a million times. We don't need it anymore.
His
No.
card's marked.
I don't like him at all, no. We just don't need that person anymore. We've
you
had
know
that person too many times.
Who he does remind me of a bit, and no offence to that person. The guy who always got his butt out in Alone on Channel 4.
Oh, him, yeah.
Is he a
I know
Scouser
who you
as well?
mean. Yeah, could be. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of that sort of person. No offence. Next in, we have Henry. Oh, he's the Tory. He's 25.
Boo.
He's a
Oh, we're not allowed to
food.
boo.
He's a food writer, and he says, "I think people who don't like the royal family should leave the country."
That is so ridiculous.
I think the royal family should leave the country. How about that? And stop
well.
sponging off of Earth.
Yeah. He's all the things that I don't like, but I do think he's really good TV.
I
probably.
like him.
I've enjoyed watching him yesterday on the live feed anyway. And when he was having a conversation with Trish about eating and
Oh, yeah, I missed that.
they don't not buying food.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
well, who cooks for you? And it was with him and who the other posh one, Jordan.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Well, a chef." And she's like, "What?" It's like in restaurants. And then
Yeah.
bear in mind, this is a whole 24 hours after going in. And he was like, "Well, my job, I'm a food writer." And she was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I had no idea." So they obviously hadn't had a conversation yet.
Interesting. Yeah, I think he'll be good. Maybe I saw people were taking bets on who might say the first problematic thing, and it might be him.
Oh, God.
Him or the Scouser. Defo.
Yeah.
Defo.
Yeah. But they've all had the diversity and inclusion
Yeah,
training.
they have that in America too. Olivia Teeth, I've written.
Olivia Scottish from Glasgow.
Orange.
The one who's been nominated.
Oh yeah, I liked her being sort of feisty when she got nominated. I thought it was quite funny.
Wait, we didn't talk about the hide and seek.
No,
Has that been gone?
I think so.
There was a
think
lot
it's
of
worth
footage from
talking
hide and
about.
seek, which was really quite, I thought, potentially funny, and they cut it all out. Like for Farida
Yeah.
was lying by the kitchen counter, and she just looked like that "I've fallen and I can't get up" advert. Like I've had a fall. Have you had a fall
yeah.
at work? And I was like, oh, I'm going to tweet that. That's going to be
Yeah.
my
Oh,
like
yeah.
meme.
Ah, your planned tweet.
And it wasn't in the show.
Oh, that's rude. So, Olivia, what do you think of her?
Olivia,
I think she might be quite feisty.
she's she's doing a high kick in her picture. 23. She's quite like bolshy, isn't
Shabby.
she? But I don't know, but
Slightly.
the Glasgow accent is quite sort of like harsh anyway. But I really
I like the Glasgow
I do
accent.
too. I think that she's. I mean, having the meltdown first night, like she's good value probably.
Yeah. I think it's good.
What did she do? Do we know?
I haven't written it down.
Never mind.
Oh yeah, when she came in, she was bitching because the others had drank all the prosecco.
Yeah,
That's a bit rude.
well, they had all those cocktail glasses lined up too, but someone said it tastes like a mocktail.
Oh right. They seem to be giving them a decent amount of booze so far, which I'm appreciating.
2 bottles of prosecco between 16.
No, but the next day they were listing like we had rum, we have this, we have that, we have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the garden they were saying that. I thought, oh good. Kerry is next in.
Final housemate.
Is she the final one?
Yeah.
God. She is an NHS worker. She has multiple sclerosis.
Yeah.
She was on a mobility scooter, although I did see her walking around with a cane.
Yeah, she can walk. A cane? Of course, she'll do the Charleston, is she? A cane.
What is it, a cane?
A stick, no?
Oh, it's the same. That's the same
I
thing.
don't know, cane sounds very like 1920s and about to do a tap dance.
It's a cane. Anyway, a lot of people were saying, oh, great. I personally thought she seemed annoying as hell.
She was very nice when she came out. She was like so enthusiastic about being there.
Okay.
And like saying how much she loves Big. Was it in the show?
I
It's the
can't
best
remember.
show on TV.
No, I can't remember.
She was saying all the right things, and she was so excited that she just was like very likable for that.
Okay.
And she screamed all the way up the ramp and into the house, and just squealed away into the house. I thought it was funny.
I'll give her a chance. I just felt like loads of people
I wouldn't
were
want to
like,
live with her. Don't get me wrong.
loads of people were like, oh, iconic, blah, blah, blah. And I just thought, oh, she
come-
just seems like...
You know who's watching the show? The gays
yeah.
are desperate for some woman to make
Yeah.
their new icon.
Okay, watch this space. I think we're going to end up not liking her. And you can quote me on that. So then we had Pass the Parcel. So that was all the housemates. There you go.
Okay, I want to tell you now that
Yeah.
until this point,
Oh, yeah.
until this point of the show.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't know about this, by the way.
No, because you didn't get shown this
We were
part.
cleared out before this started.
How did you feel about that? I was just standing there all day.
Well, I didn't know anything was coming. Didn't
Right.
know any better. I
Ah.
needed a
Thought
wee,
that
off I
was
went. For me, watching the show, like the whole edit of getting them in was too much. I don't like the slow motion on them walking out.
I hated that.
I want to see all of it. Like it's the build up of them getting out the car and slowly walking into the house. It's just, you're there with
that's
them.
the bit I missed. I felt like someone was fast forwarding it.
God, it was like
Yeah.
never mind 2.5 speed, something else. It was just ridiculous.
No, that's not for me.
But when it got to them all being in the house and past the parcel, that was when it started to feel like real Big Brother for me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And even though it was sort of a bit of a twist, it wasn't anything too...
Not too much over the top.
No,
and
it was
I actually
fine.
didn't think Big Brother would be even this harsh.
No.
Because I thought with bringing it back, it was going to be very much focused on making housemates feel good. The house isn't a hard place to live in. They've got all the
Yeah,
hair
that's
straighteners
true.
and shit
Yeah.
they want. They've all got their cupboards are full of toiletries. Like they're not going without. So I
No.
thought it wasn't going to be the we take away a suitcase, you get nominated situation.
Right.
Did you?
No, I didn't really give it two thoughts. So the first thing was, who would you least like to share a bed with? And Paul chose Dylan. Is
Dylan,
that
because
right?
he's big. I mean, I can see someone that's bigger than Dylan. I would have gone for Jenkin.
Who is
Plus-
Dylan? Oh, yeah, Dylan, yeah.
Dylan's the amputee.
God, Jenkins couldn't have got picked for everything else. Imagine if we got picked for that as well. So Dylan had to sleep on the floor, I think, did he?
Yeah, you
When
get a
he
little...
saw the bed on the live feed, he kicked it with his foot, but it was his foot that wasn't a real foot. I thought, how can he tell? He was going,
Oh.
oh, look how thin it is, and kicked it with his foot, but it was his metal foot.
Interesting.
I thought, that's interesting. 'cause
Guess
you-
the resistance.
You must still, be
Yeah.
able to tell. I thought that was interesting. Jenkin was picked as worst dressed and got no suitcase.
By
and
whom?
I don't know. Was it by? I can't. I didn't
that's all
write
right,
it
doesn't
down.
matter.
I was so pissed at this point. They blew up his suitcase. Yeah, right. If you say so.
I didn't see any clothes burst into flames or
The only
flying out
thing
of
they
that.
ever burnt was Shabby's hat.
For real?
Yeah, and then she left. And then she tried to come back in.
And she threw that key into the audience.
Yeah, God. What a troublemaker.
The problem here is that the show is sponsored by Vinted, and it's talking about pre-loved fashion, and they're suggesting that they blew up his case. Like, it's kind of against the ethos of that brand to destroy a perfectly good case, but whatever. Perhaps the case was AI. Do you think?
Maybe.
It's a decent explosion though, and it wasn't the usual shred in the case. So
no, shred. Hardest to live with. Jenkin chose Olivia. She was not happy, and she got put on the block for that.
On the block.
I thought there might be an instant eviction. Did you?
Oh
no.
I feel like you got to work back towards that.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Start off kind of soft.
Maybe. So Jenkin got no hot water. I mean, who cares?
Oh, I can't. I hate cold showers. Could you?
Wasn't he saying that he smelt as well? He was saying something like, I smell
smell
already.
You've been excited, you've been jumping around, you've gone to the Big Brother house. Actually, this is what I will say. This Big Brother house didn't feel hot like the old Big Brother house, I think, because it's so big.
Okay, yeah, it's got room.
But it probably is once it's got 16 people inside.
How long was it no hot water for? If it's just
24 hours, I think.
Just don't have a shower for 24 hours. There,
yeah,
sorted.
but you'd rather, wouldn't you?
You'd rather, but if you're that bothered about cold water, just don't. This orange person is saying it's an overreaction. No, it isn't. I don't know what that is. The Welsh people are bonding. The drama is on
yes,
already.
It was Chanel that said, like, oh, that's a bit much. That Olivia was kicking off.
Mm-hmm. Then there was some bed discussions, I think.
Don't you think her reaction was a bit unnecessary? She said, like, oh, at least I'm not the worst dressed. Like, she wasn't. She was quite spiteful about it.
Olivia, not Chanel.
Yeah, that's what I said, Olivia.
Yeah, okay.
Chanel was saying that she was saying too much. And I agree that Olivia's reaction was... Obviously, she was emotional about it, but it was a little bit nasty. And
then she went in the diary room and was crying. Hamming it up, I would say. And she, at least I don't have the worst dressers. But then Big Brother said, oh, you can win immunity. And she said, oh, how? Jump up and down. That was a strange thing to say.
Sit down.
Yeah. You have to avoid being least entertaining when the housemates rank themselves. I mean, that's so easy, isn't it? Just don't go at the bottom. Done.
Yeah, I mean, what they're trying to recapture here is the magic of Chantal, and it's nothing of the sort. Because we don't care about Olivia. Like, we don't care about not Olivia, but we don't care about anyone enough at this point. I don't think. I think Chanel, Chantal.
Oh, I'm calling her Chanel.
Chantal had. I think we might have had her for longer before the consequence came up, because this is going to be within this week. I think, right? That she has to do this, prove that she's not the least entertaining. I get it, like, it's a throwback, but for me, I could do without it. Just put her up for eviction.
She's going to be acting up all week.
And the way she was acting before that twist came up, I was like, you're guaranteeing yourself eviction.
Yeah, you are,
especially if it's vote to evict.
Yeah. I hope Jenkin goes up, and then he can go.
But he won't, because she's been the one making a scene.
Oh,
people like Jenkin.
Is it vote to evict? No,
we don't know. They do.
Who does?
Tell me who doesn't. Have you seen anyone?
My friend Nicola and Jack.
Yeah,
who watched it together.
That room is just a very small bubble. People like Jenkin.
No, they don't.
They do. I've seen.
Email in if you like Jenkin.
Someone at work told me they really liked him today.
Oh, someone at work. Fuck them.
Wait, I had something else to say.
Yeah.
No, but I've forgotten it. What were you just talking about? The twist?
Olivia, vote to evict.
But, yeah. This is my worry. I don't think, like, ITV have been saying, like, you know, trying to bring in this new audience, but they haven't told anyone how Big Brother works. They haven't told us about, like, the nominations process, or, like, who goes and how many times a week.
That's
and all this
very
stuff.
BBUS to keep you in the dark about that sort of information, isn't it?
No, BBUS explains it every step of the way. Are you joking?
No, but sometimes, like, with the zombie thing, we didn't really know how it was going to work until the end of the week or whatever.
God, the way they explain on that show is exhausting. But I just thought, no one's really setting the scene here.
Then we had the two poshos talking about the different types of velvet they were wearing. Who said this? I've been to better parties, been to worse. 6 out of 10. Oh, Jordan.
I like that.
That was funny.
I like that. You know, I need that sort of diary room. That's good.
Someone said the cliques are forming. That's cliques. We have been suggested to do our winner picks and seal them in an envelope by Laurie.
Oh, just like AJ and Will did.
Yeah, she's done hers. And don't forget whatever you had a screenshot of that you need to tell me about.
Okay, well, that's for, like, the correspondence section. Are we done with the episodes?
That's it, it's done.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's take a break now. let's write down our names in our notes as
Okay,
well.
okay,
I'll win a
okay,
pick, and
yeah.
then we'll get a top up, and we'll come back, and we'll try to get Cameron on the phone for a quick chat, because we've got less than an hour before the show starts.
Exciting!
Coming out after the break, Cameron Cole, last Big Brother winner.
We hope.
Welcome
Hi.
back.
We're here with the reigning winner,
Woo!
Cameron Cole. Woo!
I'm not going to hear that very often.
No.
I've got 6 weeks left,
6
so
weeks
I'm very
time.
happy to hear it.
Who are you hoping to pass your crown on to?
Good.
Someone asked that.
It's so early on.
Yeah,
isn't
true.
it? So it's really tough. I said earlier on Twitter, I think Tom's going to win. I don't know why. I just do.
Tom the Butcher. Who the hell's Tom?
Oh, him, yeah.
The young-ish 21-year-old
The mullet.
perm. Yeah, mullet perm. But that's just like some sort of feeling. I do really like Imran. I think she's hilarious. I think she's great. So I think them two...
Who?
The
Is it Imran?
Chinese...
Oh, Yin Run.
Yeah.
Yin Run.
Yeah.
Sorry,
We've got the cheat sheet.
getting used to the name.
Yeah, us too. Don't worry,
Same.
I'm calling Jordan Matt. Oh god, it's. I feel like it's because of how quickly they went through like the BTs and the launch. It's like I
Mate.
couldn't physically keep up.
Wasn't it weird, like having been there and endured it in person? By the way,
Enjoyed it? What?
no. The show, the recording, because Cameron was there too.
Oh, yeah.
I promise
That
you,
was-
it's not usually that bad. That was a lot, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've got tickets for the live eviction on Friday,
Changed your mind?
and I know, and I'm thinking I'm giving you one last go. Because
Yeah.
if it's as bad as it was on Thingy, I don't even know if it was lovely. It was great, and I'm very grateful that I've got a ticket and was in the audience.
Oh, me too.
But bloody hell, it's tough.
Wouldn't do it again, would you? Like that. Like that. Like that. Like that was just. You wouldn't want to go through that again. By the end, people were, I don't know about what on your side, but on my side, people were lying down on the floor.
Yeah, we had a couple. Someone had to go out because they were going to faint.
Yeah.
We had people gasping for water and for air. I think some people were trying to drink the vapor from the smoke machines because they were just that thirsty.
There was so much smoke as well.
Oh my god! And
It was.
the top question, Cameron, we're being asked is why were you not spoken to on bit on the side? I wanted to say
Late and live. Well, we're here to right that wrong.
Well, I mean, look. At the end of the day, I went as a fan. That was the point. I didn't go expecting, anything. It's and it's a live show and stuff. It's the first show and stuff like that. They're all it's all got their schedules and stuff like that. So I totally understand. It would have been lovely for someone to say hello, I guess. But I understand. It's
good,
live
isn't it?
TV.
Very diplomatic.
And I'm just grateful to have been there and have experienced it as a fan. I said that's why I went. I hate queuing. I wouldn't have queued for 16 hours over the course of 2 days to get back on TV. I think I did it for 53 days. So I don't think I'd go through I hate queuing more than I hate queuing in Tesco's and the three people in front of me. It's that I can't deal with it. So So no, I understand it. I understand they might just want to sort of move on with a fresh start and a fresh face and a fresh sort of name for it, I guess.
They've been doing a good job, though, I think, of recognising the past and acknowledging the past. You got a mention on the Best Bits show, which is pretty cool.
That was crazy. That was so surreal. It's the first time I've watched myself on television, like just watching it like normal and not like watching it back. So it kind of made me realise everything that had happened actually happened. It was really weird.
I was on Big Brother.
It was like after 5 years, the bubble kind of finally burst, and it felt like it actually happened. So and like being obviously in the audience and seeing them go in and seeing how nervous they are and stuff, and even just seeing them in the house and even the lights on the top of the house and going to like Late and Live last night and watching everything. It is just really it's so surreal. It's not making me sad, but it is making me sad because I miss it so much, and it's the safest I've ever felt in a place ever, and I miss it every single day.
That's
There's
interesting
never been a day.
because I think Nikki said similar things. I feel like about being in what it was like being in the house.
I think she has said very similar things, and it's 100% true. You feel you know, and she felt so safe in it. She always wanted to be in there, and I would if I could be in there for the rest of my life, I would, because you do feel safe. I don't know if it's because you don't have your phones and you don't have technology and you don't have social media that obviously is a lot of not nice stuff on it. Yeah, it just felt comfortable. Yes, it was hard and it was emotional, but there was always people there. You always had people to chat to, and you know, it forced you to you know, learn from other people and listen to other stories. And I felt so safe and comfortable there, and I miss it so much. But it was amazing seeing it, and I'm very jealous of the Housemates, because that house is.
Yeah,
I mean, I love my house. I love the house I was in.
You had a great house too,
and I think it was a great house. But this is like out of this world.
It really is next level.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
And I was saying to Lindsay earlier, like, being in there, it feels bigger than it looks on TV.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I didn't go in,
No.
but I've heard people. I think you've tweeted something like that, or someone said something similar, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, because it looks massive on TV.
Yeah.
So it looks bigger in real. I don't know if they've done it so that everyone get 10,000 steps in a day. I don't know.
You can really get your steps up in that house. Those corridors are so long. Like, you were probably having to walk around the garden 20 times or something in the day just to get some exercise in, but not in that place.
No, definitely not.
I was going to ask
and
you.
the lift and,
Oh, go on.
Sorry.
Go on about the
I
lift.
think the lift and just the way that they've made, you know, accessibility so it was possible to have. And you know, somebody on there with mobility issues is fantastic. You know, it's something that really, why have they not done that before? Really, because it would have been they could have been able to involve that at Elstree and stuff. So it's a shame that it's taken this sort of long, but let's not complain about the past. Let's be just happy that they've done it now.
They did have the lower door as well for a while, because Vern Troyer
Yes,
drove
that's
in,
true,
right?
actually.
Yeah, that's
because they
true.
did have.
But it wasn't fully accessible like this house is.
No.
Like, it's truly accessible, although apart from the diary room chair does have a step to get up onto it, I noticed. But
maybe that's to help. Maybe that is also to help with mobility, with a step to go up. I guess that would be. As in the diary room door has a step to go in.
no, the around the rim of the chair there's a step, and then it's kind of on a circular platform, and then you sit in it.
Because she can walk a
No,
little
Carrie
bit.
can't.
She
Carrie
can
can't.
walk.
Carrie
Yeah,
can
yeah,
walk.
Yeah, she can
So
walk
she
a
will
little
sit
bit.
in the diary room chair, but I guess maybe it's harder to accommodate like a drive-in diary room, but it could be done.
Right, we need to get to this. Go on.
I just wanted to say, don't you think it's a shame they didn't include the lift in the show? Because I like the effect of
Yes.
seeing them go down the lift in the studio.
Yeah, well, it took me, believe it or not, about 6 housemates to realise that there was a lift.
Oh, us too. We're like, is there two doors? Like, what's happening? Yeah, it was really hard to work it out. I know you've got questions,
Yeah.
but I've got a question.
Yeah.
Do you think, Cameron, that watching it in a house which isn't your house, like the shell, it's completely new, it's not even the shell of your old house, do you think that makes it easier for you to, like, watch it rather than, like, does you think it eases the FOMO a little bit?
Yeah, I think it does. It must do, because if it was hard, it's impossible to tell, obviously, but surely it would, because it would be like, oh my god, you know,
My
again, they
house.
changed the design, but it's like, get out
My
of my
bed.
get out of my tent.
Yeah.
That's my poo toilet, you know. And
Poo toilet.
So, that's what we called it. We did all call it the poo toilet, because it was the one that was away that no one ever was near. So you know, that was where you could. Anyway, I've still given too much information on that topic. I've already done a YouTube video called for about 2 years ago, the psychology of pooing in Big Brother. So I think I need to stop
Why haven't
this
I watched
topic
that?
because people are going to get the wrong idea. But yeah, no, I think it definitely helps, but it's still Big Brother is still similar, even though the house is completely different. Even like I say, that the green and red light thing.
Yeah, still there.
That's the same.
Yeah.
Even hearing Marcus's voice, you know, I know we didn't hear that in the show, but it is all just, I am sort of living it through them, which is lovely. I'm so glad it's back so that 16 other people can get to experience something that I wish everybody on the planet would experience, because it does make you a better person, and it's extraordinary. So unfortunately, I don't think everyone on the planet is going to be able to experience it, but it's great that 16 new people can, and hopefully they, not to sound like again, I forget names, but there was one that kept saying on the launch night, only the one that we were recording at, but kept going, just got to embrace it. I love the colours, and just get to embrace it. But then when I watched the VT, that's it. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
That's it. I think she's funny. She just kept saying embrace it. And then I watched the launch and she never said it once. I'm
No,
thinking,
you were saying
I'd
you were
already
saying
made a
that.
character out of
Yeah,
her.
you were saying that, yeah.
And she was
So,
saying how
but
important
you
it was to
embrace it.
live as yourself and all this stuff, and that all got cut out. I thought it was a real shame.
That's a shame.
Can I ask, has anyone asked Cameron, oh shit, I've just forgotten.
Stop
completely
stealing.
forgot question.
Stop asking. I've got
okay.
the questions here from the people. Stop hogging the questions.
Oh, but has anyone asked what he thinks of Big Brother's voice?
I want to ask what he thinks of the host as well. We need to keep this. Come on, Cameron.
What
do you think of Big Brother's voice? What do you think of the host, the new host?
All right, so I'll answer first one first. Big Brother's voice, not sold on it fully.
Same.
I like my voices. I like there was my favourite voice was Irish female voice. Big Brother we had, she was great. And yeah, there was every voice sort of had their own little personality, and the diary room sort of felt quite unique.
Yeah.
And I know it's a bit like people saying sort of like sort of certain international versions of Big Brother and stuff. But I do like those multiple Big Brother voices.
Me too.
And they might, if we sort of all say it a little bit, but not too. They might change their mind halfway through the series. You never know.
I think that the housemates will still hear multiple voices.
Yeah,
though, even if we don't.
We need female Big Brothers. It can't just be all men.
No, absolutely. Men mess enough things up. Men are involved in enough things. We don't need to be involved in everything.
Cameron's
He's changed his tune,
Cameron's
hasn't
changed in
he?
5 years.
Yeah, I'm 16 not anymore.
And what do you think of AJ and Will?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. He said that shit on
Yeah,
YouTube.
I
You're
know.
still
We've
going on
covered
about
that
it.
shit years ago.
Never going to let me get.
She won't. She won't.
So what do you think of AJ and Will?
Yeah, I think obviously it's unique having two presenters, and I think that will take time. I think they get on really well, so that helps. I thought they were good with the crowd and stuff. Again, I've got nothing to compare it to because I never was able to go before, other than watch it on TV. I thought Will's done really, really well.
Yeah.
I thought he was great last night. That's not to say AJ wasn't, but obviously he's sort of a bit more unknown. But again, it's like with anything, they're new, so again, it's about just giving it time and just letting them bed in and get, you know. First episodes are very scripty, what they read. It's all scripted. As the series goes on, they can start to be a little bit more, have their personality come out and stuff like that. And we can get to know how much they like Big Brother and the sort of way they want to do things. So, you know, again, I think, I know some people are criticising, but I think give them time. It's like with Housemates, you've got to give people a little bit of time to settle in and
they did a good job, didn't they? I was saying to Lynn, that really was their first day at work, let's be honest. Like, there's a lot of pressure, and they did a great job.
It looked like they never rehearsed it, which I don't know if they did do a rehearsal, but it looked like it wasn't very rehearsed, because even like it was really hard to, I don't know how AJ and Will were reading the...
Oh, so small. The autocue's too small.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
And you think, you know...
And with all the smoke they were pumping into that audience.
Yeah, exactly. The smoke was unbelievable. You barely see them. I thought they'd vanished. At one point, I thought they'd actually vanished.
I can't see Emma.
Okay, right. Let's go on to these questions.
Do you have a question? No, listen to questions. Sorry.
So Super TV, he's a big player in the BB world. He has said, as a super fan, he got to be part of BB19, which was seen as a sort of reinvention for Channel 5. How does it feel now seeing it revert back to the pre-2018 style with less focus on gameplay, i.e. big coins, game changer act? Do you wish they'd taken more on board from 19?
I think I was not a lover of our theme massively, controversially, because I just felt it was a bit... you needed a lot of Thomases in there to make it good, and people like me didn't really enjoy kind of bidding for immunity and stuff. I don't really want it. It felt not a bit of immoral, but it felt wrong in a way. I don't know why.
Don't you think that's
saving face to get votes? Clearly, but no, it just didn't feel right to do those things.
It's not British.
It's a very
not
British
British,
thing.
is it?
Too polite.
It was not British enough, really. But I do think casting-wise, I think they definitely seem to have... You can almost see some housemates that are similar ones to like what we were. So they seem to have tried to cast it, I think, a lot more diverse than our series. Still not diverse enough in age range.
Yeah, same. Yeah, agreed.
But you know, good diversity. Obviously, you know that doesn't mean you're going to get a great show, because you've got to pick the right diversity in the sense of the right housemates.
Yeah.
And I don't think that, you know, people say, oh, you know, woke Big Brother this and that.
It's always been woke.
It was woke before it was cool to be woke.
Yeah.
You know, we've had transgender winners, we've had deaf people win, we've had gay people win,
blind
drag
blind
queen,
housemates,
amputee
as well.
Have had Big Brother's always been
Greek,
woke, so
Australian, like everything. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know why, who and why they are saying that, and if the rumours are true about what could be happening tonight, I'm looking forward to blocking a lot of people on Twitter. So
I've got no idea. I haven't seen the sneak peek.
Well, Hayley's is apparently announced to the house tonight, and I think it'll be a good way of blocking out some horrible accounts tonight. So
absolutely,
I'm not looking forward to that because I hope that it's not going to happen, but let's be realistic.
Oh, come on.
It's going to happen.
Yeah,
come on. Next question. Cameron's talking too much. You've got to move on, Cameron.
No, Cameron's talking sense.
I'm going to miss the show. We're going to miss it.
Exactly.
Right, no, we're good. So, Matthew Pakistani asked the same thing. Why did they not speak to you at the live show? We don't know. So, Zane has asked, what is your favourite eye and house of all time?
Okay.
I know some people don't
fan
care about this, but a lot of us are geeks who like this sort of thing.
Me too.
It's a hard question to come up with off the top of your head.
It's a hard question because there's so many eyes and there's there's not so many houses, but there's so many designs of houses. I'm going to go safe and say I'm going to pick my own house.
Yeah, good choice.
I'm not saying my own house, like I own it. I mean the house I was in. I actually own.
Well, you were the last to leave.
What one was it? It's the sort of I don't know why I like it so much. It was the when was it?
BB-8.
Multicoloured.
Channel
like
4, yeah.
This one. Possibly. Let me.
I know what. I think I know which one you mean.
Do you know the one I'm talking about?
Multicoloured was BB4, I think.
No, is he talking about like the fairground-ish one? I'm not very good on the eyes, so I don't know.
So I liked our eye actually. That was really an eye.
Is it the old Channel 4 shape or is it a Channel 5 eye? You'd know that.
It's this eye. How do I do it? Let me try and send it to you.
This is a lot of work.
We'll describe it.
I cannot remember eyes to series, which is not very super fanny of me.
No, I can't either. Who cares about that?
Have you sent it?
Then at least I'm still.
I think it's BB4. Move on.
Right.
Oh, we've got it.
Okay.
Oh no, that's.
Oh, no, don't press that.
Oh, Cameron, that is a weak
Cameron,
choice.
No.
I know, that's what everyone hates it. And I absolutely
Controversially, it's the first Channel 5 eye, the one that like has segments and spins around. Yuck.
I know people don't like it, but I just something about it, I love it.
Oh, fair enough. We're allowed to like different things.
No taste. Next.
Now, this one you've already answered on Twitter, I noticed. Would you still vote Tory? Apparently you never did, and that was a lie.
Yes, as we did discuss 4 years ago. It was a total misquote from Big Brother. I'm still annoyed that they did it. And I wish we would have had interviews in one respect, because if Emma would have said it, I could have cleared it up straight away, because it did then define me as a person, and I think it was wrong.
Yeah.
I am officially a member of the Labour Party, as I did prove.
We've got the proof on Twitter.
I've only done that to, continue to hide the fact that Tory, obviously.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not a Tory, never was, never am, and would never vote for that party ever again. And even if politically I could agree with them again, which I don't think I ever could, I couldn't vote for them on the principle that they tried to kill Chelsea Football Club. So they've really, and that's my first love.
Lost.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Being Doris is not on my.
Oh my god!
On my good book.
I walked past her in the tube system on the way to Big Brother, and I was in two minds to stop her and go like, "Give us your thoughts on Big Brother," because she was trying to like shut down Channel 4. Yeah, but I thought no, just let it go.
God, poor you. That was
Right. We need to get on. Molly said, our good friend Molly, if you could have been a housemate on any of a BBUK series other than your own, which series would you choose and why?
It's got to be one of the first.
Yeah, it's got to be.
It has to be the early ones. I don't know which one. And I'm too rushed, and I don't want to rush.
Think about it. You can always tweet.
You can think of the housemates in it. You don't have to tell me the number. I know that shit.
Who would you like to have been in there with? Like, who's your favourite housemate? That's a very hard question to answer.
These are really great questions.
You need to think about these.
I mean, Nikki Graham is my favourite housemate of all time. I know it's a cliche answer, but I don't care. She would have loved this. I can't even.
I know.
It's too sad but she would have loved it, and I hope she is loving it. Whatever you believe in, I hope she's watching over and loving it, because she would have adored the house.
Don't get me going.
No, we need to stop, because this is getting me a little bit emotional. Because you met her face to face in there as well.
Yeah. We went out in London and stuff together, and spoke a few times and met her a few times. So it's very sad. So we will move on very quickly. But that's not to discredit her. But she is 100% my favourite housemate of all time.
No, it makes sense. I got really emotional watching that clip of her coming out of the house. I just thought in retrospect, knowing what a safe space it was for her, seeing her so scared to leave, it just had a whole new meaning. Please, next question.
Right, Molly also said, Molly's getting two in here. Who are you still in touch with from your series? And we also had lots of questions about Lewis F, which I know you've covered before, so you can just don't worry about that. Apparently you did a video about it, which people can watch.
Yeah, well, I think Thomas did a video on my channel about it.
Oh, right, okay.
But, I'm not a good friend because I never defended him, but there we are. We aren't going to bring up drama for 2.5 years ago.
Let's
I
not
wish
bother.
he
No.
well. He done an amazing thing for me in the house, and I really appreciate the friendship. And I think what I learned again in Big Brother and in life is some friendships have a beginning and an end, and there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean that they were pointless. It just means they had an end. And I don't keep in contact with him. Do keep in contact with Thomas. I still every now and again keep in contact with everyone else. But obviously everyone's busy and got lives. We all talk about meeting up and having a big reunion. So difficult for everyone to have a weekend where everyone's free. So, but I love them to bits, and I haven't honestly got a bad word to say about any of them, apart from Lewis F. If I'd had a couple of bottles of wine. Actually, I'm being clever. I'm waiting till after.
It's like your old workmates, isn't it? You see them now and again, but it's not.
At the time, you're besties, but when the environment changes, you kind of drift apart, don't you?
But I love Thomas, and we're still in contact, and we are still best friends.
Yeah,
that's good.
I love him, and so he is fantastic, and love him to bits.
He's a cool guy. Someone else, a TV fan, also asked who else you're still in contact with, so we covered that. Someone said, on first impressions, Mitchell Webb said, on first impressions of the Housemates from last night's launch, if you could evict one now, who would it be and why? Ooh.
That's a bit hard.
Ooh, I like it.
Back in the house.
I like it.
If I could evict one now, I'm not saying Olivia because as much as she's I think not acted particularly well, and I'm not loving a lot of what I'm seeing. I don't want to. Everyone is saying her, and I don't want to do that.
No.
I would probably say it's so harsh because I don't know any. I don't.
It's a pointless question.
I like it.
Yeah, but you don't know anyone
Answer.
yet.
Paul.
Paul, yes. Great answer.
But we know a lot that the housemates don't. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know it's all speculation until he can defend himself.
Yeah.
But Paul.
No,
Paul, because maybe, and even a maybe is worth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, on that point, Olivia wouldn't be acting like that if she wasn't under pressure as well. So it's kind of harsh to judge her on her reaction to something like that.
Yeah, and you could have handled the Jenkins thing right, but you've been in hiding for however long. You'd be desperate to go in there. And
only
then
since Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Really?
only since
How'd you know
Wednesday,
that?
because I met the girlfriend of Dylan. Only since Wednesday last week have they been in
I take
hiding.
it back then. I think she was absolutely ridiculous, and I'm joking. But no, you go in there, there's all that build-up, and then within like half an hour, you in your head are thinking, I'm gone on Friday, and it's all over. And that's hard to deal with.
Yeah.
She could have handled it better, but we all handle things wrong every now and again. Let's give her a few days
it's good
and see.
TV. It's fun.
Yeah, exactly. And exactly, we don't want people that aren't going to cause a fuss. We want a little bit of entertainment,
Exactly.
Who's
Yes.
next?
So, pop culture enthusiast said, I think you've already answered this. What do you think of the age range of the housemates? I think you'd like a couple.
Yeah,
older?
I'd have liked a couple of 60 plus.
Yeah.
Male, female, just as well. Not even so that there's an older, but just also I think it's then beautiful seeing the relationships with some of the younger housemates. Again, because it's all about what I like about Big Brother is it brings people together that you would never put together. It forces them to realise, oh my God, we can all be friends, and that's what I learned. You can be friends with anyone. If you're forced to be, because
no, you're right. People who you wouldn't choose to be around, you can become friendly with, right?
And like the best of friends, and that's what I'd have liked to have seen. But it's still a very diverse cast.
We need to remember that you were only 18 as well, right?
That's crazy.
I still find that mad. But I was genuinely 18.
Mad.
It was the realisation that you'd won before you were old enough to you hadn't been able to be in the audience because you weren't old enough before you were in the house. That was just insane for me.
That's cool.
I remember a couple of people said because I tweeted that the other day in response to someone, and then even when I clicked. I didn't really process. I was just sort of thinking and typing. I tweeted it, and even I tweeted it and read it back and thought, God, that is ridiculous.
Do you actually think 18 is kind of too young to be in the house? Or I suppose you can't say that because you won it at 18, but...
Yeah, it did a bit rich.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. So I'd stay the youngest winner forever. Yes and no. Yes. I mean, it depends because at different ages you're mentally mature enough. At the end of the day, the way the world is, and I'll try and be really quick at this point, the way the world is, and this is what I say about social media, I really think, even last night, it wasn't very nice, some of the tweets people say, you have to have an opinion, this is big, we want to have, I want people to have opinions, I have opinions and this and that. And when you're talking to your mates and no one's listening, say what you want, But when on social media, why don't go after people's families, don't, when the show finishes, go and follow and harass them.
No.
Try to be kind with the speech. Because we don't know people fully. It is an edited show. People react differently at different times. People do change and grow and learn. And I'm not saying don't have an opinion ever. And I've been guilty of it before I went on the show. There was people on.
She said plenty of shit about you, mate.
Well, no.
What under the bridge?
But also, we've changed. A lot's changed in 5 years and stuff like that as well. With just like the way we view things, and I just wish, as a society, we could be kind and still have our opinions, still disagree, but keep it to what's happening. I think you tweeted even. Keep it to the stuff that's in the house, and just try and be nice and try and think. Right, if that was about somebody who's my family and I was reading it, how would that make the family feel as well? Because it's really hard for the families reading those things.
I did. I think it's about, you can take the piss and you can have a laugh, and it could be tongue in cheek, but I think personal attacks, physical comments and all that sort of stuff, well, I used to do that shit, but I don't do that shit anymore. It's unnecessary.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, there was that person who said, "Oh, that evil Cameron's back" and stuff. And it's funny, and I've got thick skin now and stuff like that. And it's not a problem. But just for them, and especially like Hayley tonight. So Holly. I just really, I know it's going to happen, but I really hope people are kind. And like I say, if anyone isn't, then if I see it on my feed, I'm blocking it. And that's how what everyone else should do. And I hope the family will do the same, because it's just not worth engaging with it. I know my family had to deal with it as well with the coming out stuff. It's not worth engaging with. It's the difficult thing about Big Brother, because it's that fine balance, isn't it? You want opinions, you want to be able to chat about it, but we've got to be so careful with social media, because the words really hurt. And like the homophobia and stuff that I received is one thing, getting hate and people saying they don't like you, they can't stand you, that's one thing. That's sort of Big Brother. To an extent, you've got to accept it. But the homophobia things, that really mentally, I mean, I'm depressed before I went in Big Brother. I said I'm depressed after Big Brother, but just love doing Big Brother. But that put me very close at times to being dangerously sort of ill with it, and I'm stronger now, and I think I've got much thicker skin, and but it's sad that I've now got a thicker skin, and that things like that don't hurt me. But you've got to, because that's the way to survive, and that's what we all have to do, because social media is just getting worse and worse. But I think as individuals, if we all act kind, we all try and do it our best, then we can try and clear up the community a little bit, even just ourselves, like the environment, just do a little bit. And not everyone will do it, but a little bit.
I think
it's a really nice messaging, isn't it?
I think
it's quite touching.
I think we're all improving, and I think having this diverse cast will hopefully open people's eyes to some of this sort of stuff. So
absolutely,
I was saying to Lindsay, it's really hard to kind of.
Nicer.
Sorry, Cameron. I say it's really hard to confront those individuals, because you will never change their mind. No. But like the diversity in Big Brother kind of has the power to sort of change the psyche slowly, like by osmosis. Yeah.
Definitely, and I think because I think, even not to make it about me and my coming out, but me coming out and the fact that then didn't change my personality at all. It's just the same. I didn't let it define me, so to speak. Not that I have an issue being gay or being defined as gay.
Absolutely,
it's part of you.
But I think that even probably my own family members, some of them who perhaps would have before, were like, oh. And then ones that, maybe made little comments on when TV and stuff was on, then are defending me to their workmates and this and that. So, it is quite powerful, because if you watch people every day, you get connected to them and you think, why am I judging somebody on something so ridiculous? Why am I being this thing? So, there's certain people you'll never change their mind to, that sort of idiots that support Andrew Tate. They're always going to be, mentally... disturbed. But we can, if we all just try and be kinder a little bit ourselves, and make the world a little bit of a better place, I think that's all we can do. And
I honestly think Big Brother does help with that. So one last question, and we've already covered this, I think. How does it feel being the longest reigning civilian Big Brother UK winner?
Who's asking
this? This is from Festive. And is it sad to pass the crown to whoever wins the series? Are you actually literally going to go there and pass over the crown?
But it's not, I'm a celebrity.
Probably not, as you just got ignored in the audience.
Oh, I didn't say that. You said that. But no, I'm not sad. I'm really happy. Like I said, I'm just happy that more people get to experience. It's amazing. I didn't even realise. I didn't click that I was the longest reigning winner, which obviously I am, until Marcus Bentley. We were talking on Instagram in the comments, and he said, "Oh, what does it feel like?" Similar sort of question to that. To, your 5-year reign's nearly over. And that's
cool.
Hayley might be able to take my youngest housemate winner ever. She might. But no one could take my longest reigning winner ever. So no, I'm happy. I'm more than happy. I'm just glad it's back. I'm just been desperately missing it, even just to relive it a little bit. It's so good to relive it through another series.
I like that confidence that now it's back. That's it. It never goes away. There will never be a winner that's had to have the crown for longer than 5 years.
Yeah, but if it goes away now, it's been on every single channel. No one's going to bring it
Yeah,
back.
that's true.
Unless it's to Netflix, and I'm not counting. I'm sorry, that ain't. I'm not having it.
What about that whole talk? Like, when your series ended, everyone was like, it's going to Netflix, it's going to Netflix. I've got a video of myself, drunk off my head, at your final, going, guys, don't worry, we'll be back here next year on Netflix. And we weren't.
And I'm glad we didn't go to Netflix, because there'd have been no voting and stuff like that. And it would have just not been the Big Brother. So if it ever goes to Netflix, I'm disowning it so that I can be the reigning winner ever. I can't lose everything. I'm losing everything that has ever done anything in my life. I can't lose it all.
Have we got any more?
I've just found one random one. Andrew F. Henson. Oh my goodness, my brilliant Cameron. Yay. Nothing Big Brother related. I just want to know if Cameron finished university and if you passed. Interesting.
I do know Andrew. He's been lovely to me for years, ever since Big Brother. So he's a really lovely guy.
Oh, that's nice.
To answer his question, no, I haven't finished uni yet, unfortunately. I know it does feel like it's been 50 years, but last year I'm doing psychology. Although there was an article the other day in the Radio Times that went through past winners and what they're doing, and it said Cameron has gone back to a relatively normal life. He's studying algae at university. What? Algae? Can you get? I'm thinking, crikey, they may as well just, algae. I mean, who studies algae? I know I was meant to be a Tory, but bloody hell, algae.
Well,
I think what it is, James, my boyfriend, made a good comment where if you type in the study of algae, it's very similar to spelling to psychology. So someone has.
Right.
I haven't spelled because I then thought. Please tell me on my bio I haven't spelled psychology wrong. That is really embarrassing. But I haven't done it, so someone else has done that wrong.
The thing is, they could have literally just sent you a tweet and asked you to have a catch up.
Well, we're very happy to clear that up. That's a BB on Blast exclusive.
I've got nothing against algae, respect it, but I'm not studying now. Bloody boring with that. I'm boring enough doing a degree on psychology for 4 years. A degree on algae for 3 years. Wow.
Wow, that would be pretty
interesting. That a Big Brother contestant, which is a show that's often talked about by psychologists, is now studying psychology. It kind of makes sense. You're coming full circle. Like one day you'll be the new Judy James there, talking about like, oh yeah, this person's touching their nose, so it means this, isn't it? Yeah.
That's it. Thank you so much, Cameron, and also thanks for the advice about getting my boyfriend's hair permed. That was really useful information.
Oh yeah, did it go well?
He's still not done it yet, but I'm trying to make him do it.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. And like I say, if he wants any more advice,
yours looks good.
When did that happen?
Yeah, ages ago. Having private.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
private chats. Anything you want to?
No, but thank you for having us, and I'm looking forward to listening to the series as you go on. And I'm not inviting myself on again, but if you ever do,
I'm so glad.
Very welcome.
I'm so glad that you said Cameron said he was looking forward to the podcast coming back, and if we wanted him on, like let him know. And we definitely wanted you on. So thank you for making the time tonight. It's been so good to see you and catch up. It's been a long time, and we should get a drink sometime.
Yeah, we should.
I was going to say, definitely should get a drink. I mean, I'm based in London, so if you're ever in London, I'm not actually here on Tuesday and Thursdays, but if you're in London, I'm sure we can talk something because it's been long overdue. Really.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
we'll chat.
I do feel like I know you two already really well.
Yeah, you basically do.
We have spoken for a long time.
Yeah, we have
a few times. But anyway.
It's always been very public. I think we need to change that.
Yeah, we need a private conversation.
Get some private, then we can actually, I can answer the questions properly.
Yeah, the truth. Right, we've got 10 minutes before the show starts.
Enjoy the show, Cameron.
Get the kettle on.
Yes, and you. Enjoy the show. I'll be tweeting throughout, so I'm sure I'll be tweeting I'll reply to give you a few likes. If you give me a few likes,
we will.
Okay, we'll swap likes. Deal.
Thank you so much for your time, Cameron.
Yes, no worries at
Okay.
all. Thank you
Speak to
again.
you
See you soon, mate.
Wait, let's
Oh.
take a screen cap. Come in,
Okay.
Lindsay.
Oh, okay.
To prove that it happened. Smile, 1, 2, 3. Ah.
That well
Got it.
remembered. Bye, mate.
Bye.
See you later.
See you. Enjoy the show.
You
See
too.
guys.
Bye. Oh, that was
Bless
nice.
him. That
to
was
see
really
Cameron.
good. I thought it was going to be too rushed, but that was really good.
The questions were great. Right, should we go into
yay, I'm
the
so happy.
the inbox?
Have we got
the
time?
Emails? Good, I'll try.
Oh my god.
Well, first off, let's go to the things that have come in on Twitter that I need to talk about. We have had a DM from someone who I think is like a bit of a long-term listener.
Oh, bless Cameron.
Wait,
That's so sweet.
I can't find the screen cap. Was that before we took our pictures?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She's called Risa Cox. She sent us a message. Hi, Risa. It's Arissa from Big Brother Canada, host of Big Brother
I haven't
Canada.
heard from Arissa in ages.
Arissa just says, "Hey fam, sending love and happiest for you both to get BBUK back. Sending love and happiest for you both to get BBUK back. Excited to get back on the blast train." Anyway, let's not talk about that last bit. She's excited for the podcast.
Oh, brilliant.
Nice to hear from you, Arissa. It's been a while.
God bless her. We love you, Arissa. And also, someone is always watching is a better tagline than Big Brother sees it all.
Let's do a poll.
I mean, there's no poll needed.
Let the public decide.
No.
Nathan _ familiar. He says, "Hey, just wanted to say I just found BB on Blast again, and I'm really glad that someone else other than me watches Big Brother all over the world. I loved the house tour. I'm actually flying to Orlando in December too for a Big Brother / reality TV convention thing called Hearts of Reality. Have you heard of it? And wondered if you'd be covering it?"
I've heard of it. It's like a charity thing, isn't it? I think American Big Brother, foreign to us, American Big Brother house nights go there and raise money for charity. I think. Oh my god, I'm so hot.
Yeah, we're going to try and get a speaking point.
I want to know why you were a BB on Blast fan and then you had to find us again. Why did you forget about us in the interim?
Bored.
That's the part that I want to know.
Maybe.
About.
I don't know. Yeah, where have you been? Welcome back, Nathan. We're glad to have you.
Welcome back. We're very glad to have you. No, we won't be covering Hearts of Reality. We've got enough bloody things to cover.
I don't even know what it is. Anyway, this is the email section now. So email us to BBonBlastPod.
It's like speed read.
It's on 2.5.
We've got so many
This is like
emails.
faster than the launch night.
We're not going to be able to read them all in this time.
So calm down. We might have to pause, watch the episode and come back.
Just read one more and then we'll come back to them at the end.
Okay.
We're not going to actually watch the episode live on the show.
No.
This podcast's already very long.
Surpassing 2 hours already.
Yeah.
So this first email is from...
Stop pointing at me.
Sorry. It's from Laurie.
Who?
Long-time listener and loyal emailer. "I can't get over how fantastic that house looks.
Yeah.
So impressed. Watching Gaz's video was really cool, but I think it was utter bullshit Lindsay wasn't allowed to attend.
You.
She should have said that she was the BB Biopod.
Yes, I should have. Yeah.
She says arseholes. We're trying to keep Big Brother on
No,
side.
you're right, Laurie. They are arseholes. Let me in. Let me in.
Looking forward to hearing you talk about all things BBUK for the next 6 weeks. It's a time commitment with 6 shows a week, not complaining. Your pods are going to be marathons. Well, here we go, Exhibit A. We're all going to be living a very gluttonous TV life this fall, aren't we? Burp. Smooches.
I like that.
With the kiss emoji. Ta-ta for now,
No.
loyal listener, Laurie.
That's sweet. Should we save the others till I think we should save the others till
If we do,
after.
it's going to be faster than the launch, and I can't handle any more breakneck speed editing.
No, let's. It'll only be another 10 minutes on top of this. We'll just do it.
So we'll wrap it within 2.5 hours when we come back.
We'll try.
Okay.
Oh, that was so cool, that interview with Cameron. I'm really happy with that.
You were a little bit doubtful whether we had the
I just
time.
didn't think we had time. But yeah, we did have time and it was cool.
Bless him, he was right. Boy can talk, can't he?
Yeah, he does go on, but we like that.
I love
we
it.
appreciate that.
I feel like there's...
I mean, you go on a lot as well.
Don't tell me. Yeah, I think we could have spoken for a lot longer, but we had to keep it short.
Get him on another time.
Thanks, Cameron.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Right, be right back with a couple more emails.
See you after this.
Bye.
Welcome back.
We've just watched the episode.
But first,
it's
email time.
Emails.
This is a long-ass email, so buckle in.
Mm-hmm.
Big Brother sees it all, ... unless you're smoking. Hello. Oh no, I think that's the AJ hello that is trying to be replicated here. What was that? What's the AJ hello? Hello. Who'd have thought after 5 years we'd be back here with a UK Big Brother to discuss? Of course, to celebrate this new era, I'll be listening to the pod on 32 times speed for the rest of the season, as is customary now, apparently. I wanted to write in to mark the occasion with some rambling thoughts. Shall I tell you who this is?
Yes, please.
Joseph.
Oh.
Not Joseph.
Oh.
This one. Do you
Joseph.
recognise
Oh,
that name?
cool. Yeah, I think I follow him on Twitter.
I wanted to mark the occasion with some rambling thoughts. Okay, we've done the same. To be very honest, where this show ended 5 years ago, beaten down, drained of any identity, and kicked around by a certain channel, it felt like it was out for good.
Oh.
Enough about that shit show of a network, though. ITV have stepped in so far in a way I didn't expect. It would have been very easy for ITV to take this on, half-arse it, and coin it a test, and throw something out to test the waters. The fact they haven't is incredible. It shows serious respect and long-term ambition to rebuild the brand identity of BBUK.
I agree with that.
Good sponsorship, brand partnerships, one of the most insane UK houses I can remember. So many boxes are ticked. Not those ones. I know that's not our listeners that are talking about that. I just want to say as well, yeah, even like the adverts being like Subway having a sponsored Big Brother advert, a brand like that buying into Big Brother hasn't happened for a long time. A new era means new changes, some good, some bad. The launch was very interesting. Mainly because the edit was so frantic, it made you feel like you'd done a couple of lines before it started. Honestly, it was too much, wasn't it?
No comment.
ITV, calm down in the edit suite. Yeah, please.
Yeah.
That said, the housemate mix largely looks good for now. No complaints here. The biggest takeaway from this reboot so far is the Big Brother voice. What do we take away from it? Okay, I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people hate it. I love it, says Joseph.
Good. Why not?
Frankly, I've always liked the idea BBAU had with that voice they've trotted out. They went too far, and it sounds robotic. The reason I can see this one working is it's cold, it's quite sadistic. It feels like the voice takes pleasure in fucking with their heads. But it's still human, and I'm sure can be warm when it needs to be. In the episode tonight, we noticed there was a slightly different voice as well, didn't we? We thought. What?
Aftercare, Big Brother doing the aftercare, being warm when it needs to be. Slapped you around, but gives you a kiss after.
I know I'm rambling on, but in summary, welcome back, Big Brother. ITV, you're starting well in most areas. Others need work, but overall, that's more of a transitional issue in ITV working out exactly how to put their stamp on this, which is understandable. As long as they don't outright ignore feedback.
Yeah.
Here's to a great season. I'm ready for an interesting series. Ready for the bitches on wheels to reveal themselves. Much love, Joseph. P.S. I forgot to mention any housemate takes very quickly. So far, Farida, Kerry, Yinrun are icons. Henry, with peace and love, can get in the bin.
Oh, I disagree with that.
But my sleeper pick to fly under the radar. What's the sleeper pick?
Like, under the radar.
Okay.
Like one that no one else has noticed.
And come out of there the winner based on first impressions is Dylan.
That's a bold one. Okay. Interesting.
We'll see.
Interesting.
That
was good. That was a good email.
That was a great email.
That was very thoughtful.
I looked at it and I thought long, but
yeah, it was
Joseph,
good. It had good content.
Great points, no notes.
Yeah, Joseph, not too long next time, but that was a good email.
Here we go. Here's the next one in the inbox, and you're going to know who this is when I do this voice. Hey, cousin Lindsay. This is Joseph. BBUK's back as a subject.
From Las Vegas.
Just wanted to write a short bit enough for Gaz to read and to impersonate my voice again after these long 5 years without BBUK. So glad that BBUK is finally back. Now he's sent a voicemail as well, so let's hope he keeps this shit
if
short.
Your impression is good from the voicemail.
Oh, for crying out loud! Not the voicemail.
Hi guys, I'm Lindsay again. It's Joseph from Las Vegas.
Joseph's pitch has dropped about, I don't know, whatever.
His voice
4
is
octaves,
broken.
in the last 5 years. I don't even know what that means.
So happy for you guys to have Big Brother UK back. I'm pretty sure Laurie just had a little bit of a tickle hearing guys impersonating my voice again while he's reading a little bit of my email. But yeah, my thoughts on the launch. I thought it was really, really good. I think for me, what made it so exciting was not just having the show back on again after 5 long years, but also live tweeting again with
Yeah.
everyone from the
Yeah.
UK and from around the world. And
I'm out of practice. I'm finding it hard
I
to
can't-
watch and tweet.
I can't think of anything to say. I can't think of anything funny to say.
Hashtag Be Kind's killed you off.
Yeah.
see, I've heard from other people. I've seen other people's Twitter accounts before Big Brother UK started, but just seeing nearly everyone live tweet
Yeah, come back
at the
alive.
exact same time and watching the show at the exact same time, it just felt different.
Yeah.
And it felt like what it used to be before Channel 5 did not renew the contract for the show.
Yeah, like when Big Brother was on.
You just realize that Missing Void has been finally resurrected. And I think, as Arista Cox said, having the show be gone for a good amount of time, 5 years was a good amount of time, it was worth the wait, I hope, for these next upcoming 6 weeks, that for that break, it's going to be all worth it. And I'm really, really looking forward to this new season. I'm really, really looking forward again to listening to the podcast and hearing everyone's reactions and live tweeting once again. It's been great, and can't wait to hear you guys soon. Bye.
Oh, thanks,
thanks,
Joseph. That
thanks,
was really
mate.
nice and not too long.
Yeah, the live tweeting's good because I feel like that's the thing we miss out on with BBUS because we're just out of the loop. So
Yeah.
it's nice to have our own homegrown show back on.
I didn't
isn't
know
it?
Arissa said something about BBK coming back.
No, I didn't either.
I have to look on her socials. Okay, next up. Oh, wow. Yeah, the subject line is "It's been 5 years," which I'm sure is like, "It's been 5 years." Love's young dream. Are you sorry for what you've done? It's probably some lyric.
It's Morrissey. Is
can
this
guess who
Irene
this
Swan
is.
Moss?
No.
It's who?
Well, we'll read it out and see if you
Okay,
can work out as we go
okay.
along. That was me for 5 years, and now look, it is back. My thoughts on the launch. It was great. Is it funny if you know who it is?
Is it Dean Varney?
No. Keep guessing. It was great. I was fine with the launch being pre-recorded. The two main things I was looking for were the housemates and how they were going to edit the segments when the housemates were conversing with each other. And this is all in bold, underlined and capitalised. And there were no sound effects and cheeky instrumentals. What do you mean? Like a whoop, whoop? Oh, like the snake rattle.
Oh, like Big Brother US.
I don't know if this person watches Big Brother US. I think my top two picks are Trish and Farida. Farida, sorry. I might even throw in Jenkin as a late addition in case my prediction goes to shit. We forgot to put our predictions in the envelope. Olivia, Jordan, and Henry are going to be the troublemakers in that house.
Those are the three I like.
No,
Trish,
a strong
and Trish.
three. Question: do you guys think that there might be a winter edition of BBUK because 6 weeks is short for a series return? In my opinion,
I reckon a CBB.
I think this person King regards. It says not kind regards. I guess that is a typo. BJS.
Oh, it was Hargo.
Yeah,
Is it?
it's a Targo.
Oh, that's nice to hear from
Targo's
Hargo.
back for BBUK.
God bless him.
Well, the thing is, it has to be 6 weeks because where Big Brother ends, I'm a Celebrity starts, and the schedule's packed. So I'm sorry to break it to you, Lataga, you're only getting 6 weeks.
Hargo's quoting Morrissey. That's hilarious.
Loves it. He loves it.
Lataga, the thing I was looking for was housemates as well. Good ones. So I totally agree.
And you're seeing good
Yeah.
housemates?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm happy, I'm
Nice,
happy.
we'll take it. Next.
God, there's so many
Oh,
emails.
people are excited about BBK. Welcome home, BBK. Indeed. This is from Liam. Hi, Gaz and Linz. I'll keep this short as I'm so exhausted from last night I can barely remember a thing. Yeah, I know, me too.
Same.
As we've all mentioned, the first hour of the launch was so rushed I barely had time to breathe.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it again tonight and try and take more of it in. All I do know is I love the house, the housemates, and I do actually like AJ and Will presenting. I'm sure they'll ease into it as the weeks go on. My early predictions for top 3 are 1. Yinrun, 2. Trish,
Yeah.
3. Tom.
Who the hell is Tom?
Tom.
Oh yeah, I
is
know. I forgot him
young
again. With
perm
the Merlit
butcher.
perm guy. Yeah. No, I don't think so with him. Sorry.
I think he could have a bit of a Glyn,
No,
quiet, comes out of the shell.
I think he's got a bitchy side to him.
Okay, we'll
But
see.
I could be wrong.
But I think it's just wishful thinking on my part that Tom will be in until the end. Okay, there you go. Have you both seen the photos of Paul from his OnlyFans page?
I haven't. Is it attached?
No, do you want
a
me to
shame.
find it for your reaction?
It's up to you. Only if it's easy to find.
Well, Liam has suffused that, is that right? Suffused that with the hot sweat emoji and the tongue out. So obviously likes what he sees, unlike me.
Yeah, you didn't like the shape.
I could find it. Might need to hold while we find it.
Hold what?
Hold the tape while I look for the link.
No, look for it on my phone.
No, I've got it in a group chat in my phone.
For God's sake. Hold what tape? What do you mean hold the
Pause
tape?
while we get the picture up so I can show you for your reaction.
Oh, right, okay. Jesus. Right.
Right. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm
This
ready.
is explicit.
Okay,
It's the most
I can handle it.
explicit thing I've
I'm
ever shown
I'm a grown
you.
woman, I'll be alright. I've seen worse.
I told you, not well shot, bad lighting.
It's a funny shape, isn't
I
it?
did say not a nice
It's like
stick.
an arrow.
I've muted it so we don't have the sound
Oh, thank
effects.
God. God, why does he keep going after he's already...
Oh, it's like Lewis F all over again. There is
for
God's
sake.
more content.
What's
This
this?
is the with a partner. Any commentary?
It's not a very good angle, is
Oh,
it?
it's
You can't see
terrible.
anything.
And he's charging people for this on OnlyFans. And
That
then
actually made me feel quite
have
sick.
to look at this, swinging it
Oh,
around.
no.
No, it's not doing it for me. That looks like it's a while ago though, because I think he's got more tattoos now. I'm not sure. But my question with this is like,
That penis looks like it would hurt.
the only people paying for this content are going to be gay men, and
Yeah.
it feels a bit like it feels a bit like
So why is he fucking
profiting
a girl
off
in
of gays. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So there you go. I'm so happy it drew in a good figure for the viewer ratings. Yes, we can talk about ratings now. I think we have an email that says
2.6 million.
6 million
Yeah,
or
I
8
think
million.
yeah.
It's like a lot.
That's really good.
It's like the best Big Brother's done in
I'll be
years.
interested to see what the ratings are for tonight, though. If it's not just,
It will drop right off because it always does. It bodes well that a lot of people watched it on ITV1, so hopefully it's enough to get them back each night. Well, I had my nan calling me earlier telling me she couldn't find it, so that will happen with a lot of the older people.
Not good, yeah.
I mean, even we struggled. I don't have anything to say about BBUS. Well, that's good. We haven't either. As I haven't watched the eviction episode yet, it's been totally overshadowed by my excitement for BBUK.
Same.
Relatable. Hopefully, we'll get to see you two in the crowd for a late and live and the eviction shows. Would you? Would you ever?
Oh, I'd rather not. I don't want to see how fat I look on TV.
Well, what if we sit you on the back row?
Yeah, you can still see them all. It's on TV now. You can see the whole body. I'll have to sit behind the people in the back row, in the gallery.
Contractually obliged to be behind AJ's shoulder.
Oh God, I don't want to be anywhere near AJ. It's just about 5 of me the size of her.
I was shocked to see Cameron wasn't even acknowledged when he was in the crowd for Late and Live. Well, don't worry, we
Don't
fixed
worry,
that for you.
we acknowledged
I'm
that,
looking
didn't we?
forward to hearing your new interview with him whenever that will be.
It's here on this very tape.
I still really like Cameron. Keep up the good work. Looking forward to the next 6 weeks. Bye, Liam.
Bye. Oh, I like Liam. Thanks.
In brackets, that wasn't a short email like I thought it would be. That's okay. We've all got a lot of thoughts and feelings on this one. I think
it's good. It's good to see the excitement, isn't it?
Okay, so what I will say, by the way, if you've not been here before, sometimes we're not very rehearsed, let's say, and I shouldn't really
That's
broadcast
true.
it, but we haven't what's the word?
Pre-read them.
Yeah, screened these emails, and this is a new person, so brace yourselves.
Oh. What are you saying?
Well, sometimes they can go.
Oh,
south.
right. Oh, right.
Anyway, this email is called Angus's Thoughts. So, guess who that's from?
Angus?
It's Angus. Hey, Lindsay and Gaz. Nice to have the podcast back for BBUK. Oh, return listener.
Nice.
I think the launch was everything we could ask for, although admittedly a little rushed through. AJ and Will are a little awkward hosting together, but I'm sure it will become more natural. I don't mind the two of them hosting together, although Twitter seems to not like AJ. Oh, still?
I didn't think they were that awkward
Give
together.
her a break. No, I didn't either.
I thought they were okay.
I think it worked really...
Yeah.
I think the script made it work well.
I thought they were fine.
Olivia is for sure going to be nominated next week, assuming she's able to stay this week with her task. I think all the housemates are going to be sick of her in a week. The iconic Tory duo of Henry and Jordan are going to go far, as long as political debate doesn't start. After seeing Jordan and Henry on the live feed on the launch night, I think they have good entertainment potential and will stick together.
They will.
Yinrun must be protected at all costs, as says Raf off of
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
And Paul is allegedly a homophobe and transphobe. Yeah.
And he's got a horrible penis.
Do you know the problem? This is part of the problem. So, thanks, guys. Angus, thank you.
Thanks, Angus. Thanks for emailing us.
Part of the challenge of Housemates socials having to go private is we can't actually see the proof of it either.
But why does Big Brother not look at that shit? I did see proof of it. Someone tweeted it.
Oh, there you go then.
Why? I can't even be bothered. But why? Did you learn nothing from Tila Tequila?
And that concludes the emails for this week.
Oh, thank God. Right. Thank you
Thank
so
you all
much.
for all your emails.
That was wonderful to have all those emails. And no emails about BBUS. So
No,
it
that works for us.
Says it all. Oh, that's fun. What did you think of the episode then, briefly?
I actually really liked it. It
Yeah.
just felt like real Big Brother.
Don't you think it went very quick?
It felt quick.
Yeah, like flew by.
Why is that? Why is it feeling so quick?
I don't know. There was a bit of food chat.
Food drama.
There was a bit of
Someone eating Farida eating the
most
salmon.
to least, which we like. Don't
Actually,
we?
I was saying off air that like I thought it was too early for that task to have any jeopardy, but Olivia's already proven that she is quite good TV,
I
so
like
I didn't
Olivia.
want to lose her.
Yeah, she's fun.
What people are saying on the BB streets, aka Twitter, aka X, is this task had no consequence for the housemates, only for Olivia, and then
right,
why are we
yeah.
doing it if they're not going to win something
Oh,
or they're
right,
not earning
yeah.
money for the shopping list? It's just like Channel 5 where there was just tasks for the sake of
Not the
tasks.
shopping list.
And I do kind of agree. I see the point.
Yeah, you would.
But we don't know what the format is for how they get shopping and
No,
stuff
we don't know
anymore.
yet, do we?
Like, yet.
Probably just get it ordered in from Ocado or something.
Well, it's Asda, actually.
Asda, oh god, it's
Yeah.
cheap.
What else you got?
What will it offend you if I eat a sausage? Some halal chat.
The big story. Hallie coming out to the house as trans.
Called it.
What do you mean?
I said that she was trans, and my boyfriend and my best friend said she wasn't.
Oh, okay. So you've now won that.
I'm now
that
pleased
debate.
that I've called it. I think she. Yeah, what is there to say? Everyone took it well. No one was being an arsehole about it. Although I thought it was rather inappropriate. What's her name? Kelly said about buy a fanny.
Kerry, isn't it?
You don't buy a fanny. Do you know what I mean? It's just something was off. About
Yeah,
that.
the response was a bit tactless, I think.
Yeah, that's a good word for it.
I actually thought that I expected a bigger instant response from the housemates. I was quite surprised it
Yeah.
felt a bit muted. I thought everyone would gather around and give her a
Do you
hug,
think that's
a la
because
Cameron.
it's more?
reveal.
Do you think that's because it's more acceptable now? Maybe it's not such a big thing.
Not quite sure.
I don't know.
But it was nice to see it and also to hear her talking about the hormones and how she's like struggled to pay for them on private
And how
healthcare.
and how she was suffering so badly mentally. I think that's the thing that these anti-trans people don't get. Like these children are at risk of suicide
Yeah.
if they don't get the treatment. And I think that's the thing that people miss so many times. Then we had the pronoun check, which was quite nice.
We did,
Quite
but
interesting.
I thought the way Olivia worded it was like so no one gets offended. It's almost like, well, let's get the pronouns out.
Yeah.
You know, it felt a bit
Yeah, it's
confrontational.
not quite the right way of saying. Yeah, but
It's
Olivia
like-
is a bit like that, isn't she?
Yeah, I guess she's quite brash. Maybe just the Glasgow way.
But what about
demeanour.
the no-handed cartwheel though? That
Oh
was-
my god, I
that-
forgot about that. That was insane.
That was pretty impressive.
Have you ever seen Fergie do the one-handed one? I thought that was
No.
the peak.
No.
Whoa, she goes like that, and she's singing into a mic and
Oh, yeah.
does a handstand. I mean,
that-
it's impressive, but the no-handed was
It's
10 out
impressive.
of 10.
Then we had the fish gate. I couldn't really work out what was going on with that.
It's just Farida eating Olivia's salmon and then, sticking the spoon in the bowl without asking.
Oh, right.
Farida, she ain't
I
going
have
to
to
be
say,
popular, is
she's
she?
getting on my nerves already.
Yeah, and she's going to annoy the housemate. She'll
Yeah.
be up.
I also
pronto.
find her accent a little bit annoying.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I quite like it.
Jenkin, he was having a bit of a mare, wasn't he? Bless him.
Oh, yeah, you're not too
Least
too sympathetic, are
funny.
you?
No, he gets on my nerves. He's all moaning Minnie. If you don't like it, go home. We had the budgie story.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realise you could put budgies in the recycling, did you?
No. Ugh, what's it going to come back as? What else do
A
we have?
parrot.
Henry and Trish's unlikely friendship.
Oh, I was predicting fireworks. No, fireworks is sexual tension, isn't it? I was predicting a ruckus between those
Could
two.
be fireworks. Then Trish said, "Oh, did you say some right-wing shit in your VT?" He's
Yeah,
like,
damn right.
No. He's like, no. Jordan's sexuality is the best of both. That's a nice way of putting it, isn't it?
Just like the bread.
Creme de la creme. And then Chantel seemed to fancy Jordan, which I thought was an odd...
Wants to marry them.
Yeah, she's kind of...
I don't know what she's all about.
She's kind of annoying as well. Kind of stupid.
Is she? Yeah,
Orange.
the kind of ditzy casting.
Yeah. And then we had Jordan saying, I can imagine the front covers of the papers tomorrow.
Oh,
About what? Was that about?
Salmon Gate.
I don't think
Come
so.
on.
Maybe
Come
TV
on.
Quick, if you're lucky. Probably not even that. Those are the main takeaways.
They
There was
were.
nothing...
Good,
nothing scandalous.
good,
She's
solid,
scandalous.
solid episode.
She's so beautiful, that Nokia.
Here we've got the
Yeah, we've got
Slash
the Late and
Live
Live on
show,
in the background.
Live-
Oh, we didn't
Live
comment
show
on
back
Late
in
and
the
Live, did
background.
we? We weren't that impressed with the first one, were
I
we?
just thought the audience were a bit like...
It was a bit
well,
dead.
They were too scared. They looked scared to blink.
It felt like it was too formal, like look, the way they all sort of sat in rows, like, I don't know.
The
just-
slideshows thrive on hectic energy,
Yeah.
don't they? And like Rylan was really good at like geeing them all up as well and going
Yeah,
around.
sitting on people's laps, or was that Russell Brand?
Russell Brand.
Oops, actually, don't do that.
Don't. But yeah, and I just thought it was such an oversight to not go like, and your last Big Brother winner Cameron's
Yeah,
here, and
that was
that would have broken the
crazy.
ice instantly. Everyone would be like,
Yeah, that was crazy. But the live feed I did really enjoy. We talked about that already, didn't we? The live feed was good.
I think so.
I wish the live feed was on a channel because I can't watch that every night at that time of night.
Oh,
Someone's
no.
gonna rip it or whatever, aren't they?
I think you can watch it on catch up, but I'm not sure.
Oh, well,
To be
we
confirmed.
shall find out.
But I lose my job if I keep watching it every night.
Oh God, yeah.
I will say, I would like the Twitter feed for the live updates. It's a shame that's not happening.
Oh, I used to hate that though.
Yeah, but it's better than
Better
nothing.
than nothing, I
Because I used to get the
suppose.
text back in the day, so it's like equivalent of that, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Anyway, all in all,
Yeah.
good to have it back.
God, what a whirlwind of a podcast tonight.
Right.
Wow, we took you all over the shop. You need to appreciate this content, listeners. Dear
Long
listeners.
arse content. Thank you for listening through if you made it this far. If you've got strong opinions or any opinions, even weak ones, bbonpluspod@gmail.com.
Check
It's
out
the email address.
Gaz's video on our YouTube page if you haven't already. If
Yeah.
you haven't, that's just crazy. BB
Where
on
have you
Blast.
been? Like, there's not
YouTube.
even been a house tour yet, and I don't know if it's
No.
been on Late and Live.
No.
Yeah, you've been looking at it while we've been on air.
What else? Follow me on Twitter, like VM.
Follow me on Twitter, bb_superfan.
Follow BB on Blast on Twitter. Our followers are going up. If you've never heard this podcast before, why not read my novel, First Aid Kit Girl? Very entertaining black comedy.
And crucially, tell a friend, give us a retweet, please, because we really want to, get more Big Brother fans in on this.
Yeah,
this
if
thing
you
that we've
like
had going
it.
on for a long time.
Yeah, spread the word. Spread the word.
And can we just end it with the video's just reached 10k views?
Hey,
Woo!
woo! Not the high five. Oh no.
Right, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, well, no, will we though? Because you're away.
Oh,
we'll
I'm
see you
away
at some
this
point.
weekend. Okay, we'll try and do
We'll
it.
figure it out. We might have to do another Monday
It
one
might
at
be
this
this
rate.
again.
God, but we need to do BB25 at some point.
I don't know how we're going to do it. Right, we'll worry
We'll
about
figure
that
it out.
off
Don't worry.
Thank
don't
you,
worry.
thank you.
We won't leave you hanging.
air. Bye.
See you soon. Big Brother sees it all.